Is that our future? Is that what we're slowly getting to? Like the brains just can keep. Those are rams, right? I thought they had horns.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
No, I get it. Yeah, I have some people come on. They go like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's too weird. I don't like it. I gotta be in the zone. So we were talking. We were talking about the fucking plans that Holland has next to Boatworks, your place of employment.
Yeah. So from what I've heard, that they want to open up like little marina thing.
Is it a hotel too? Right.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, hotel, bar, marina,
all that stuff. Yeah,
right next to
Boatworks. Yeah. So when you drive by Boatworks and you see that patch of green, that little patch of green there, and then it switches over to the gravel pits, that's all going to be the new marina and stuff if that happens. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just get rid of that eyesore too.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I used to live at the scrapyard lofts, and literally my backyard was the scrapyard.
Right.
It looked like shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Although the sculptures and shit they make when you're coming down, those are pretty cool. Yeah. Those have been there for fucking forever.
On the bridge there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Out of all the scrap.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're right. They did.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of forget about them and after a while, but yeah, they're still pretty cool.
I'm so numb because I walk down that whole stretch of land like daily in the summer. I go out to like Window on the waterfront, and I walk up to like Dunton Park, and then I walk down to Padnos through the scrapyard, whatever.
Dude, we do so much traveling to other places that we don't even take in the city we live in.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. You
seriously, I don't even know if I've walked the windows on the waterfront or whatever yet, because we've been here since 2015. I mean, if how long has that been around?
Window on the waterfront?
Yeah.
A while. That actually used to be the city dump.
Oh, yeah, really? Look up some facts on it, John, like when it was
Window on the waterfront, yeah.
Well, because I was born here in 1990 and then moved while I was a freshman in high school. So what's that, 14?
Yeah.
So 2004-ish.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it used to be that dump back in like the 70s, and then they cleaned it up, and it's been there for a while. Freedom Village, the old
Freedom
home.
Village?
Yeah, that's the old folks home right next to it. That's been there since like the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right there, and then the train station's there too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was also the reason that was like my stomping ground is because I used to work at Freedom Village.
Oh, okay.
So I used to hang out in that area a lot. But I definitely recommend it's a really nice place to walk in the summer.
Yeah, it's better than the fucking boardwalk behind Heinz.
Yes. Okay. Now I will say, if you go by Heinz, it's gonna smell like pickles. If you go by Window and you continue up and go by the bridge, it's gonna smell like shit.
Yeah.
Because that sewage plant's right
Lake
there.
Maca toilet.
Yes.
That's what everybody.
But like I said, I'm numb to it because I used to run past that every single day.
Right.
So, but that's the one downside to walking past the bridge is you're gonna walk right past.
So what do you gotta do? Just turn around and just come back. Just re-walk it back. It doesn't loop, right?
Yeah, so that bridge right there on the north side. So what I do is I cross it on the right side. Or actually, you know what I do is I cross right there on the left, kind of where that little car shop is. I cross right there, and then I just go on the other side, and I go on the left side of the bridge, and then I just walk to Dunton and walk back. We used to go under the bridge all the time, but it's been flooded since like 2016.
There's a ballpark in 1918?
Yeah, there is a ballpark there. It's really shitty, but it's a ballpark nonetheless.
Walking, biking, past viewing decks, whatever.
Yeah, it's really big.
Say when it was fucking made, though.
It's really big during tulip time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole playground there right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the brand new one that they built.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I didn't see it in person because I didn't really go down there. But
I am going to have so much fun on that thing when I'm doing acid and I'm walking at 1 a.m. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. And then that new fucking giant fucking circle sphere thing they made. What the hell is that thing? John?
Sphere thing.
Fucking, huh? That, not circle, I'm sorry, more like a cylinder. I don't know, that big fucking new
cylinder. It's part of the plant, right?
Yeah, something. Is it with water or I don't know.
Oh, are you talking about on the other side of the train station?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm
Russ's,
talking about.
By Russ and
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about something new they built.
So when you come in off of Chicago Drive, you know where that little one stop in the Russ is, and there's that big plant on the other side of it.
Russ's?
Russ's, yeah.
Yeah, Russ, whatever. Yeah.
And
the new energy plant. That's what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah. So my buddies and I, we discovered a little empty subdivision right where that was, like a year before they tore it down. So this was back when I was like a junior. This was spring of like, thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
Oh, you're good. Do you have an ashtray, by the way? Oh,
yep.
It's right here. So this was back in spring of 20. I want to say. Thank you. 20 spring of 2014. Yeah, spring of 2014. We would just happen to be walking around or whatever, and we find this little subdivision, like 20 houses, all boarded shut, doors closed, whatever.
Really?
Grass is growing like knee high, like it looked like.
When was this?
Spring of 2013.
Okay, 2013.
Yes.
All right, yeah, I totally missed the date when you said it.
No, you're good.
2013.
It took me a while to think of it. Spring of 2013, 2014. 14, I'm sorry.
Okay. And there's this old subdivision.
And
houses are boarded up.
Houses are boarded up. Doors are locked. The grass is like knee high, so you know no one had been there for a while.
And where is this at again?
Right where the plant is.
Right where the plant is now.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they demolished all that when they made the plant.
Yes. And there was an old factory there too that actually had the roof of, it was the size of like a little elementary school. It was big.
Oh, okay.
And it was the roof had caved in on one side of the building. I never got to see it, but my brothers and my buddies did. And we started telling the wrong people about it. Sure enough, these fucking dumbass kids are doing donuts and burning out in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Alerting people, so they shut it down, and then they heightened the
security
demolishing of the area, which I guarantee you that they wouldn't have tore that shit down for like another year or two. But because dumb kids started doing shit with their cars there, they tore it down real quick.
Since Holland has the money to just do it.
Yeah. I can't say for certain that it would have been there longer, but I guarantee that heightened or sped up the process.
Yeah, definitely. It will. Once kids start getting involved in destroying shit, it's like, well, why don't you just let them destroy it for you?
Yeah.
You know,
I just wish we didn't tell those kids because it was such a little treasure just to go in there and explore.
Right.
And they had cars drive through looking for people.
Like cops?
No, just like normal cars. Like even my dad was walking through there once with my brothers, and a car drove by, and like people were monitoring it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Or they just drive by and maybe they're smoking a joint and they're like, I know where there's going to be nobody around. Let's just drive through here.
Yeah. This was before I was into all that. I was so naive. So I
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? I mean, that's what I would do. Just drive over to an area or something.
We should find in a little abandoned town and try and go through it. There's got to be one of those around.
There kind of is one up by Pierre Marquette, Michigan. Look it up.
Oh, that's
Look it up. Ghost Town, Pierre Marquette, or no, Pierre Cheney. PERECHEN something. Y.
Yeah.
Or EY. Yeah, it's up north, kind of. You know where Roscommon is?
No.
Higgins Lake.
Is that UP or just like up?
No, just north in the lower. Yeah.
I know where
by a hand, it's probably like right here.
Okay, that's right in the middle of like Everett and Gladwin, kind of. Yeah.
I think it's a little more north of that.
Okay. I've been to Gladwin.
Roscommon's past Gladwin.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. It's out that way.
He'll find it.
Clare County.
Clare?
Yeah.
No, higher.
Okay.
Pierre Cheney.
I've never been higher than
Reputation
Clare
as a
County.
ghost town. There it is. See over there on the map.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean that's damn near Traverse City level. So.
Yeah.
Just over in the middle. It's like right smack dab almost in the middle. Yeah, it's kind of like the cemetery's abandoned. It's got like ghost stories about the cemetery, ghosts, witches, strange figures, glowing orbs, and mysterious lights in the trees. People have said to have heard children laughing while there and returning to their cars having handprints on them. Some say it was a cursed town from the start. It was built on Native American land. It's a 2-track road hidden in the woods. No sign of the cemetery or signs indicating that it even exists.
Huh.
A little farther north is the town of Pirachaney, which is to be considered a ghost town. At least 90 people were buried at the cemetery. Yep.
I'm with all that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I want to film it. I
I'd
want
be
to
down
go
for
up
that.
there, take my camera, film it. That would be fun.
What if I told you that I might have another?
What if I told you?
Yeah, I just might have a friend that might be interested in being an extra filmer.
An extra filmer, huh?
Yeah, an extra camera. And then me and my buddy Aaron and Sim, we've always been talking about doing stuff like that, even before I was on your last podcast. And I knew you were doing that kind of stuff. We really wanted to do like a little show on Saugatuck.
Okay.
Like a little episode on. I think I told you about some of that. Messaged you about like the Felt Mansion, the old insane asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
Yeah. So there's a legend about the Melon Heads, and
Yeah, the Melon Head legend.
yeah, which essentially goes. There was an insane asylum next to Felt Mansion, which is what it was towards the end of its tenure. It actually was an old Catholic school. It was a detention center for young boys, and then I think it was a male detention center as well for older men.
As well.
As well.
As well.
I took a shot before I came here. I'm feeling frosty. But towards the end there,
I have more.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. There we go. Yeah. So essentially, towards the end of its tenure, it was an insane asylum, or it was that's what they call them. It was just a center for mentally and physically challenged people.
Looks like a butt.
Yeah, Melonheads. I can't remember the exact condition, but it's a
Their
condition
head looks
where they
like the peach emoji.
Hydrocephalus. Yeah, where the brain swells. We actually, when I was younger, my parents did foster care, and we had a little girl that had that same condition, so her head was a little abnormally big.
But like that though?
No, not like that.
Just a little enlarged.
Yes, just a little enlarged, and
Yeah, dude, my uncles and shit would, they lived in Allegan, and we'd go out there, and of course, mom's, just partying with brothers and everything. That's why we'd go there. So, we were kids, and then they just try to scare us for not going in the woods.
Yeah,
Melon Heads will get you and shit. Watch for them glowing eyes and stuff, and it fucking kept us from going too deep in the woods when it was getting dark.
Oh,
that's for fucking sure, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't fucking know. It sounds like bullshit, but what if?
Yeah, but the legend goes that when the funding for the asylum shut down, they let all of the patients run wild in the woods.
Right.
And that's what the legend goes, is that they're still out there. I believe there is some truth to the story, like the funding of the place shut down. They had to let all the patients go. I don't believe that they're still out there. And I don't believe they're still out there, but they could be. You never know.
Yeah.
There's a series of underground tunnels in the dunes that were used to transport.
That's what I'm really interested in.
Yeah, and there's two stone, there's two brick buildings, and anyone that's been through the dunes in Saugatuck will have seen these before. But there's one that's like a 30-foot drop, and there's one that's a 10-foot drop, and they lead to an underground tunnel system in Saugatuck, and I believe that was used to transport patients, etc., whatever else it was used for. It's really strange. You can't
it's a 10-foot drop into the tunnel?
Yes, there's a ladder.
Okay.
When I was real young, my dad opened up the board because it wasn't boarded up on one side enough, and he pulled it back. He shined his flashlight down. We threw a rock down there, and it dropped like 20 feet, 10 to 20 feet. And he noticed that there was what was a ladder shaft there, but there was no ladder. So.
Oh, but there's no ladder.
There's no ladder.
You could get a rope ladder.
You could. Yeah.
Right?
You can get down there. I'm sure.
Yeah. Just get a rope ladder.
Yeah. So that's something that I would think would be really
bring it out there in a backpack or whatever, and just hook it up and
do it up. The only problem is there's a lot of security out there. A lot of like
security out.
I don't know.
Dunes,
well, I don't know. If they're guards. I don't know. Park rangers. It's a park. Saugatuck.
Is it like out in the open where people are going to be able to see you just getting into this fucking tunnel?
No, they're pretty deep into the dunes. They're pretty much like at the top.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll have to take you out there
Yeah,
sometime
I got to
show
check this out because anything like that is fucking
I'm not too familiar with Saugatuck. It's actually been
Way
a while since I've been out there myself. The Felt Mansion, they only fixed up and started using it as a tourist attraction like fairly recently.
Yeah, we went there for it was like you can investigate, ghost investigate or whatever, but it was bullshit because it's a big group. But the lady that owns it, tells the story about how they found it, and basically they were walking the dunes, and they came up over this hill. Bring up a picture of the Felt Mansion, John, so people can see it. And they were coming up over a dune or whatever, and then they just seen this big ass fucking mansion looking thing, boarded up, just sitting there rotting away.
Yeah.
And they're like, one of those classic moments. You're like, oh, we should buy this.
Yeah, and
we need to buy this.
Did she tell you when that was when they bought it and fixed it up? Because
she probably did, but I can't remember the date.
I'm pretty sure it was the mid to late 2000s.
Could have been,
or maybe earlier than that.
Yeah, well, because my dad's story, told me about how people would go out there when it was abandoned and stuff and freak themselves out with the Melon Head shit.
Yeah, when I was younger, back in like 2001. Okay, gotcha.
Well, hiking in Saugatuck Dunes State Park. Hey, I got it right.
That's pretty dope. And I want to say 2008 or 9. My dad had already told us the story about the Melon Heads in the asylum, and he said next time we go out there, I will show you the insane asylum, because it had been up for a while. Apparently the last time we went out there when I was real young, we had it had been there. So we go out there and my dad's looking for it and he's like, oh, where is it? He asked someone, like, oh, I tore it down last year.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't remember what exactly it was called?
Look up the Junction Asylum.
The Junction Asylum. See, I think I've seen that before and it brings up Felt Mansion.
It was right next to Felt Mansion.
I think it just points to...
It's really hard to find pictures of it.
I think I've looked for this before.
There's another...
Oh, right. Oh, no. Yeah. Click that. Flickr. That's probably going to be photos.
There's another name for it, and you can find more pictures of it if you use the other name, but you can't find the pictures when you type in the asylum because they don't...
Why am I getting this static when we ever reuse internet? It's fucking annoying. I gotta fix that. Small building that is behind the BMX track.
If I can remember the other name.
To that building or the BMX track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they tore it down.
So that was apparently the...
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes on. And if I can remember what the other name for that is, you find more articles if you use the other name. But if you type in Junction Asylum, you don't find much. Because they don't want you to know about it in that context.
Springs first. What? Right?
Springs for green is gold.
Her hardest
item.
I have to
hold.
It's creepy.
I remember when I went there, though, it was just like this. There was like paintings that were like half torn down. Other people tagged it up.
Dude, that stuff is so fun. You know? People just leave that eerie shit in there too for you to fucking read while you're walking through.
The blood in my cheeks is rushing past my ears.
Talk more.
With a noose
there you
around
go.
my neck, the response would be cheers.
That was weird.
I want to.
There you go.
Yeah.
Old hospital beds.
Creepy beds. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the coolest part about when we went to Northville in Detroit and come across the building where it has... See? It's just showing the felt.
That's felt, yeah.
But that's what it looked like.
That's that's where they're taking a picture from the asylum at the mansion. So where you're looking at...
Oh, so it was directly...
It was real close.
Yeah, it was right next to it.
It was literally right next to it.
So when you were going there, the Felt Mansion was also abandoned?
No, it was like...
Oh, no, that would be... Well, you probably...
2001, like you said,
really
when they bought it, they started renting. My dad talks about it being boarded up. That's obviously before my time, because that's back in the 90s.
So my
and
dad
80s,
says too, yeah.
When he was a kid.
And that looks like probably a picture after they took all the boards down and they did some little bit of shit on the inside.
Yes.
But the outside.
So there was a period in time where they had fixed up the mansion but left the asylum up. So that was about like a 7-year period.
So I wonder why they just tore it down just for what? I wonder, just to stop the kids from going in.
Obviously, and, it's a safety hazard. Anytime you got a building that's up and people find out about it, you got to tear it down.
And they hurt themselves on your property, then yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because think about it, if you buy the Felt Mansion, you're basically buying that property that asylum's on. Because it was owned by the guy that built the mansion, I believe.
The coolest part though about Northville was when we found the room that had like the beds that were still there. Is that how you got in?
That was the entrance right there. Yeah. You just
clearly
walked right through the side, and it was as soon as you walked in, it was just like empty 30 racks, and you could tell people partied there and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
But that was it. Yeah, we'd skip school and just park like we were going to go on a hike and just.
Did it have a basement too?
It was like a 2-floor thing, and
I'm not sure.
Basement?
I would assume so.
Or just 2 floors?
It used to be a Catholic school, and it used to be a detention center as well.
Yeah, that one picture, if you go forward or backward, John, I don't know where you are in this.
I really want to remember what it was called.
It looked like almost like a cell block. Like those look like, keep going.
Yeah, like that's how I mainly remember it. Was like these beds would just be all fucking tossed over and stuff, and
yeah.
I want to see if I can remember that.
Keep going.
Wrong way.
That one.
Yep, that's how. Yep. So you jump in through there, and then like once you go through the lobby, you would be basically on this ground floor, and you could go down or up.
Yeah, that looks like a detention center.
And yep.
Yeah. And it's so fun, man, looking at this shit. Like I said, when we found the bed, it had like the blank. We found one room. Mm-hmm. Maybe there was a couple though, because the place is so big. But it had like the bedding on it still.
Yeah.
And like the pillows were still set up. It had the dressers next to it. It looked like it was all set up. They had like the picture up above it. Man, this shit was so fucking cool. It's so cool to find that shit.
Yeah,
it's like almost just perfectly intact.
I really want to get into that, but there's just not much of that going. Singapore, have you heard about Singapore, Michigan?
No.
That's supposedly, that just popped up on my phone, just reminded me of that. There's this old town called Singapore, Michigan. It's like a ghost town. Apparently it doesn't exist anymore. I can't remember all of the information on it. And I can't find the name of the building before the Junction Asylum, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But
yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah,
it's got multiple names.
Yeah, you find more information if you use it. Yeah, Singapore. There we go.
So what's with Singapore? So Singapore is a ghost town in Michigan. It was a casualty of erosion after the surrounding woods were deforested. Dirt. Exacerbated by the need for lumber. Its ruins now lie buried beneath the sand dunes of the Lake Michigan shoreline at the mouth of Kalamazoo River. I have heard of this.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Now that it said that, I was like, no shit. Because I went and I Google mapped it after that. I'm like, where's the mouth of the Kalamazoo River? I gotta, because I think can't you like see something? Isn't there something there like that? Like that's cool. I don't know if it's still like that, but like holy shit,
it's probably part of that. Is that? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that sand or snow?
Sand.
Oh, sand. Oh,
yeah, it's being taken over by the sand dunes.
Yeah. So that's supposedly the thing. There's just this whole town covered with sand.
Yeah, go to Google Images for Singapore, Michigan. See if there's anything like recent, like people like if they visited it or something.
Shit. This is some gas.
Yeah. This? Yeah, dude. Don't fuck around.
I don't smoke weed like that anymore.
Yeah, well, once you get on all the wax and everything, it's like, all right, smoke weed.
Yeah, you know me too well.
It happens to everybody that smokes that wax all the time. Your tolerance just fucking skyrockets.
Yep. Yeah.
But it is a little different for weed. It's
a nice
all
switch
fucking
up.
Different.
Yeah, it's a nice switch up for sure.
Yeah, it's like that would be cool. See, I don't see anything recent. Like you'd think they're like those all look like really old pictures where the house is buried with sand. What's that? Let's see. They look old as fuck. The town buried in sand. I might have watched this. It's from the Kalamazoo. Does that say Kalamazoo Country? What the fuck?
It does. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. We can't even watch that movie now. It lost all credibility. Kalamazoo Country. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
A little town right up there, right above Saugatuck.
Dugout Road.
Yeah. There's this.
That's really close by here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a
it's
25-minute drive.
It's above Saugatuck. So
Yeah.
how Saugatuck isn't that far?
25-minute drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, that would
Like
be cool.
fucking
We need to get one of
we'll
those.
do that Saturday.
We need to get one of those guys that does that sonar shit. You know that guy
Oh,
that used
yeah.
he used the sonar or whatever. He used something like LiDAR.
LiDAR.
He
Yeah.
used the LiDAR to find that whole civilization in the fucking Amazon.
Yes.
Hire that guy to go out here and find
Dude,
Singapore for
I
us.
brought this up in the fucking first, or it was like the first ever. Well, no. Okay. It was the third podcast I ever did. I was trying to talk about LiDAR.
Mhm.
And I just couldn't fucking explain it. Like I knew it all in my head because I just heard about that guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It's not that Graham something though.
Yeah.
Is it?
Graham. Yeah.
It's not Norton. I was gonna say Norton. Hancock.
Graham. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the guy that does all the ancient civilization
Yeah,
stories.
yeah.
That's Graham Hancock.
Graham Hancock.
Yeah. I found him on Joe Rogan.
Yep.
See, people could talk shit about Joe Rogan all
Me
they
too.
want, but I've learned so much from some of the guests he's had on there. It's not even about Joe.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes for me, it's about
That's what I am saying.
it's about learning about and like people are like Joe Rogan's so fucking stupid. It's like he's trying to learn like we are. You know what
Exactly.
He wants to learn about LiDAR and he wants to learn about ancient civilizations.
Even-
So what's wrong with him bringing on a person who knows more about it to explain it to him and millions of other people?
It's too much. It's about other. It's not about him. It's about other people and how impressionable people are. You know, people it's like nowadays it just seem like they can just be so impressionable and like they take it for just everything literally. It's like you can't nobody can parse out bullshit between it. Like there's plenty of times I'll be listening to a pod like one of his and I'll just be like, would you just shut up, Joe?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
or
for sure.
just give it up. Like don't keep pushing. Like you look like
Yeah.
an idiot now.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, he doesn't care if he looks like an idiot. He's a fucking comedian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's made a living off of basically being an idiot on stage. It's like
for sure.
that's what makes it so nice. It's
Uh-huh.
like that's why I don't care if I'm wrong.
Yeah. for
You know,
sure.
I'm we can look it up. We can't,
Yeah.
it's like I don't understand it.
No, I get that for sure. And I just wish people would be more open minded to just, let him do his thing. He's a comedian.
No.
But I want to go back to the subject we were just on about abandoned buildings and ghosts.
Oh yeah.
There's this abandoned schoolhouse in Borculo. I don't know much about it, but I've heard stories, and I don't know if it's still up or not. But
All right. You know where it's at?
Borculo, Michigan.
You
it's
just-
not
well,
too far
it's-
from I don't know.
They
where,
got a bomb ass fucking gas station here. Gas station.
gas station.
They got this. You know what I'm talking about, John? Oh, haunted Michigan. The ruthless teacher who killed a student.
That's
Whoa.
it right there. That's it.
Damn.
Yes. I knew it had some crazy
This
story
John
behind it.
Robinson dude has fucking everything. He's constantly posting the abandoned groups. I get that fucking static again. I'm sorry.
No, you're
audience.
good. I noticed it went away
No,
last
I ain't
time.
apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to the fucking
Yeah,
audience.
sorry, audience. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, audience.
Would not hesitate to punish any child she considered to be unruly, whether within the classroom or without. During one particular recess, after a childish incident on the school playground, Van Moss whacked one of the children so hard on the head that the child instantly died. Jeez.
In the 60s.
Then reopened in the 80s.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So supposedly that place is haunted too, but I don't know. Everything that has some kind of story like that behind it is haunted.
Anyways, back to the fucking... See, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Back to the gas station, dude. This
Yeah.
fucking gas station has the most bomb-ass pizza.
You're talking in Borculo?
Yeah, and it's got to be
Yeah.
the only gas station there because Borculo's not that big.
No, I used to live in Borkula.
Okay, there's this gas station.
Yeah,
that has a pizza place in it.
It's right across the that little ice cream shop.
Is there? I don't know.
Yeah,
I just stopped there one time because I needed gas.
Yeah, so the place to go in Borkula before that was the Borkula Express, and they had a pizza shop inside of there, which was called Stromboli's.
Okay.
And then
I wonder if that was it.
Maybe it could have been, but like now they have that huge ass gas station there. And it's right across from the Soft Spot, which is the ice cream place that I was talking about.
Okay.
Right there on
that's the main drive-in because I was leaving
96th, and what's the street that goes up and down right there? Not Polk, but it's freaking
it starts out as Fairview, I think, in Zealand.
Oh god.
That's what I took.
Port Sheldon.
Oh, Port Sheldon. Okay,
Port Sheldon and 96 right there. Yeah.
Yep. Who fucking cares? Anyways, this gas station, dude, has a fucking bomb-ass pizza. If you're in Borkula, stop at that gas station and get some fucking pizza, man.
Dude, I might do that after the fucking show. That sounds pretty good.
You gonna drive all the way out to Borkula for that?
Maybe.
I mean, I ain't gonna drive all the way out there. I said if you're passing through.
Why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? I literally every summer I try and make a couple trips out there, and I just spend some time just out in my old stomping ground, just chilling. Yeah, spend the day out in Borkula. Yeah. I'm gonna bring my bike out there now that I'm gonna get one here soon. Tax return. Here's hoping.
Dang, I already got mine.
Yeah.
I got mine like the first week of February.
Oh yeah.
Or it was like second week.
You got that shit fast. You used TurboTax?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. See, I just have to.
I was gone right away.
I have to get some information from unemployment before I can go on with my taxes, and that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, because I have to get 24 weeks of unemployment worth of documentation to put in my taxes, because I didn't get any unemployment for that first shutdown or the second shutdown until April of 2021.
Damn.
Yeah. So I got all of it at once.
Ooh.
So I didn't file it onto my taxes last year, so I have to make sure I file it on my taxes this year.
I think you got 3 years.
I got 3. Yeah. Okay, that's good, because I can't remember my MyWham information to save my fucking life.
I mean, but yeah, I've always, but yeah, sorry. I just fucking never made enough money to where it'd be a pain in the ass to, pay my taxes or, submit my taxes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always get something back. Like, the people that fucking owe are going to owe a lot. Yeah, I could see them wanting to push their shit back. Maybe fucked up 1 year or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you need some extra time.
Right. You want to hear a funny tax story?
Well, sure.
So, back in 2019, I go to the H&R Block to do my taxes. Mm-hmm. This is the first and the last time I will ever do my taxes with H&R Block.
Damn, okay.
So, I filed them for 2018, and in 2018 I had 3 jobs.
Damn.
I was at Freedom Village for the first half. I was at Gentex for a month and a half, and then I finished off at Boatworks.
Okay.
But because Boatworks got bought out in September, technically Boatworks and Redwater Restaurant Group were 2 different W-2s. So I got a W-2 for the first 2 months at Boatworks, and then I got a W-2 for the rest of the year. So I had 4 W-2s. So I go to H&R Block. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I go to H&R Block. Lady's filing my taxes. She's trying to bring up conversations. She's like, oh, are you Russian or whatever? I'm like, yeah. And because it's my name, she's just trying to make small talk or whatever. And I'm like, not trying to feed into it because I want her to work on my fucking taxes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, lo and fucking behold, something goes wrong with my 1095-C, and another lady's trying to help her. And while she's helping her, she's pulling out pictures of her wallet of her kids that she adopted from Russia to show to me. I don't give a fuck. You're not doing. You have your manager helping with the taxes. I've been here for 30 minutes, right? Yeah. So she helps her, and then she gets stuck at another spot. She can't figure it out. Whatever.
She can't figure it out.
Yeah, she was having a real hard time. It was embarrassing. I'm like, this is your job. Like, you do this for a living, and you just happen. Granted, maybe having a bad day, or whatever. But it's just unfortunate that she just happened to have a bad day when she was doing my taxes.
Right.
So about a month goes by, and I'm wondering where my taxes are. Yeah, I fucking call, I call H&R Block, and she goes, yeah, let me pull up the address that it was sent to. It said it was sent 2 weeks ago. I was like, okay, interesting. And she goes, do you live at, and then she names off Gentex's address. She sent my tax return to Gentex. She put the Gentex address and the return address because she wasn't paying attention. She showed me pictures of her fucking Russian kids that I don't care about because I've never met them before in my life.
Yeah.
And so I got to deal with that. So I called Gentex. Gentex is such a big company. They don't care. They didn't pay attention. How much mail are they getting a day? They didn't notice that anything. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Of course, mine just fell through the cracks.
So this is around tax season. I spend the whole summer trying to get a hold of them. I go back to the place. I go to a different H&R Block and try and have them help me. Essentially, I didn't get my taxes until November that year. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't get my tax return until November. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
On top of that, I'll just make a short story of the whole COVID and the unemployment situation.
COVID.
We get shut down from March to June.
We had a...
Yep. Everyone remember that? Shout out to COVID. Yep. Shout out to 2020. We get shut down from March to 2020. We couldn't file unemployment for the first month and a half because of our company, right? They had to figure some shit out, do whatever. We couldn't file unemployment. We were getting really upset. We were getting anxious. We were getting antsy. We didn't have any money. Mid-April comes around. We can finally file our taxes. Well, I fuck up my MyWham account, and I accidentally switched the last 2 digits of my phone number. So to get my verification code to log into my MyWham account, I couldn't get it. So I spent the next month and a half trying to get a hold of them. You couldn't get a hold of them to save your life. Their website didn't work. It was right in the beginning there. Yeah. I'm texting the person that has the number that was supposed to be getting the codes. I'm like, hey, if you're getting these codes for the unemployment shit, it's not a hoax. It's me trying to get the code. I was like, I will send you money to give me that code. Like, please help me out. No response whatsoever.
Probably not a number.
I had to have been a number. Maybe. So? No, it was. Someone picked it up. Someone picked up the phone the first time I called them.
Really?
Yeah, and they hung up on me, and then I was like texting them. So I knew it was a number. It sounded like a younger Mexican girl. And so I'm spending all summer trying to like get into my MyWham. I finally get into it, and I claim all of those weeks for unemployment that I missed from April, May, and early June. I file them, and then I'm still waiting for the unemployment to go through. All of a sudden, the second shutdown happens. Now, I'm filing my unemployment while the other one is still pending to go through.
Yeah.
In late October, the last day of the deadline, someone called me and said, hey, I'm going to fix all of your MyWham stuff because it's not going through because it was telling me to open up a new claim every week instead of work on the claim that I already had. It was telling me to open up a new claim and it was broke. So this guy was like, how many weeks do you need? And I told him all the weeks. He fixed it. And then I kept claiming from November to December to January to February. I was claiming. Still wasn't getting any of the unemployment. I maybe got a hold of someone like once a week that whole time or once a month. And it was the same thing. We can't really do anything. I was on a list to talk to a manager that could change all that shit. No, they had tens of thousands of people on a list that they needed to get through. And they're like, you're scheduled to get to someone in October. This was in August. In August, they're telling me like a manager will get with you in October or November. That manager fixed my stuff. Jeez. Same thing. They're telling me like through January and February, like we can't do anything for you. This is every time I could get a hold of you, may I mind you. And sure. And then they call me in April. They say, hey, we're gonna submit all 23 weeks of unemployment, which was $900 a week, if you remember. Yeah. $900 a week, 21 weeks. We're gonna submit it. She submitted it. The next day, that was all my bank account.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're like, holy fuck,
dude. It was life changing.
Holy shit.
Yeah. For the whole experience, the humbling from not having any fucking money for all those months, and it was like, in hindsight, everyone was like, "Yeah, you could have went." Like, I could have went and got another job, but I didn't know when I was gonna go back to work. Nobody did.
Yeah,
we didn't know we were gonna be shut down for 3 months at a time.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, and it was like, I had gotten like 1 or 2 jobs here and there, but they didn't really work out. But it was like nothing was open. Everything that had to do with food was closed.
Right.
And it was like you couldn't do anything but wait.
Yeah, well, not a lot of people want to go from a food job to a factory job. You know, there's certain things that I will not do. I will not do a factory position. I will not do it. It, you know, it's the most. Some of it is the most boring shit you can ever do. Just like, isn't that what you do?
See, though, I feel like the opposite. Like, I hate cleaning, dude. Like, I cannot clean all fucking day.
Right, you get people that just come in and clean.
But this is is exactly my point. This is exactly my point. Mm-hmm. Is, you know, people have their things where there's just like they're not going to do it.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna go sit in a factory. He is not gonna go fucking clean. This is just, you have these things, you know, and so if that's your gig is food, and food is in the fucking dumps unless you want to go to a McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for some part-time in the afternoon just to kind of pick up on some hours until the busy season starts.
Right.
For the next like month and a half, I've been trying to look for like 3 to 4 shifts a week, 5 hours just to pay the bills.
Yeah, well, they're fucking, like, even my company started, all of a sudden there was like people that like don't work Fridays and shit, or like don't work on Monday, or like these weird hours and stuff, like new hires coming in, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, this was always like, you know,
is it just people that have like specific requests on what they want to work? And
pretty much like they're just basically coming in because they can pretty much get what they want almost.
Yeah,
you know,
that's how the workforce is now.
It is, you know, and I've fucking thought about it plenty of times, like, oh, I could leverage my shit, but we got a fucking great vacation plan.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard to leave. That's pretty much why a lot of people stick around, because you get 6 weeks.
That's really good. 6 weeks of vacation?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
6 weeks. And then once it all tallies up, like after 10 years, all of it's paid. So you start out with like 2 weeks, and then it's like 2 days a year.
Gotcha. How long have you been there?
3.
Okay.
3 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Cool. So I got like 3 weeks now paid.
Nice.
And so every year you get 2 more of that paid. Yeah, there's other rules and stuff, but yeah, it goes up to like, you get like 6 weeks.
Could you imagine going on a 6-week vacation?
And then after 10 years, every 10 years you have to take a sabbatical, which they give you a month off paid.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
And then you have to take 4 weeks of yours paid too.
Oh.
At the same time.
Gotcha.
So you get like 2 months off paid.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. And then, you know, I mean, shit, you got 2 months. Do all your shit in that 2 months. Yeah. And you only need 2 weeks of vacation.
Yeah.
You know?
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got fucking some perks and shit, but yeah.
Yeah. Me and my buddies were thinking about going to Texas or
I'd love
Oregon
down there.
Or actually Washington or Texas for spring break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, between the two, take a road trip out there for a week or 2.
Well, Washington depends on where you go. It's probably going to rain.
Yep. Yeah.
You know?
And Texas.
I mean, not if you're on like the other side of like by the mountains on like the other side or something like that.
I think we'd be.
Because there's mountains that go through Washington State.
Yeah, it's got mountains. It's got desert. It's got.
Yeah. If you're on the other side, you'd be all right. If you're going towards Seattle and shit, like it's just going to rain.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where we'd be going, but I think it'd be fun. I think Texas would be pretty cool.
Texas would be fucking fun.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Austin. Austin seems lit.
Go to Austin, but then you got to check out like real Texas too. You know,
yeah.
Austin's like the fucking, it's like this guy. Fake Texas.
Yeah, fake Texas. It's like the little like most isolated spot. It's like its own little thing. It's literally like Holland, but in Texas. Yeah.
Who was that guy? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, there's this guy on Rogan's podcast too who's talking about that. It's fake Texas.
Fake Texas.
Yeah,
that's pretty
calling
funny.
Austin fake Texas. Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
I mean,
believe it.
Like, yeah, I can too.
Because that's where everyone that's not from Texas moves to when they go to Texas.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Even this guy this other guy I listened to for another podcast. He's out of Austin and he's been doing it for a while. So, yeah, you know, I mean, that's where everything is. So
yeah,
I don't know, what is it? Fort Worth or something?
Fort Worth and Dallas. Yeah. The music scene is crazy out there. I have thought about
best places we got to review here.
1 out of 5 stars.
Woke city with typical Southern slave wages.
Oh god.
Lived in Austin for 2 years and realized it's extremely overrated. 5 short reasons. Bitch, these are paragraphs.
The fact that they said fake woke kind of just takes away from the validity of their statement right there. Fake woke.
Yeah. This place is so fake woke. It's not even funny.
So they're definitely like in their early 20s.
Minorities are segregated into East Austin, and most companies mostly hire whites. This is a neocon conservative leaning city that doesn't like diversity, but pretends to like liberals since corporations here need good PR.
So it's about her liberal kid. Just didn't
Low wage state. Wages are out of proportion to rents and houses. That's everywhere. It's still Texas.
Still Texas.
Republicans still govern the state. Yeah. This is so one-sided.
Yeah.
But go to the agree and disagree. Ooh, even split.
Okay.
Almost 260 agree, 252 disagree. Jay,
good enough for me.
Jay, Glendale, California.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Fucking
click on Jay. Click on Jay. Let's see if
I
he
want to
has
see
his
this.
name. Let's see if he has it. I
bet he has
his age. Oh, he has nothing. There's no
one review.
Yeah, this is only one. Yeah, fuck that fucker.
Wow.
Oak City. He goes on to fucking best places. Like, is this like what is going on here?
Dude, he got his feelings hurt.
He did.
Yes.
Jay-Z. It was his fucking logo too, by the way. Jay-Z.
Nice.
Wow, dude. That was
funny.
good find there. Good find there, John.
That was funny.
That was fucking ridiculous. You can tell.
Yeah.
Right away, like you said, fake woke. Okay.
Yeah.
Lost all validity.
Like those fucking
Validity?
hipster kid. Yeah, like those hipster kids you see at the fucking coffee shops with their laptops. And it's immediately the vision in my head that I got. It was just like,
Skill latte.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's got black coffee today. I feel like just really getting after it.
dude. Yeah. And then they don't drink it anymore because everyone else starts drinking it, and they're like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
That I need to get something that's out of style.
I know
Where's
too
the
many,
flannels?
I know too many people like that.
Let's go back to grunge.
Yeah, right. Fucking hipsters, man.
We'll be woke grunge people.
See, when I was in high school, woke to me and
there wasn't woke.
to me, woke meant like you were in tune with everything, but it never specifically like meant race. You know, like a woke person meant like Lil B, for example, Lil B, like the bass god, like the whole like woke culture, you know, like that's what it started off as, but then somewhere it took a turn and it got racial. You know, like the woke, you're woke to the or to the little aggressions and the racial aggressions and stuff, and I don't know how, but it originally never had anything to do with race. I'm only fucking 24 years old, and I'm pretty sure that like I can go as far as to say that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
When I first started hearing it,
when's your birthday?
June 9.
June 9.
97.
Almost about 8 years old.
So I'm pretty sure woke was thrown around
So maybe
before
it was
I was
when you were in high school. Not when I was.
when I
There's
was-
no woke.
when I was in high school.
What is
like
it? Like,
people
I
were
still don't
taking
even
that whole
understand.
based and woke were kind of the same thing. They were intermingled as one. Like based
Based?
culture is this whole thing that like Lil B started. Lil B is this big internet phenomenon. He's a rapper.
How
He's
about Froggy Fresh?
bigger than Froggy Fresh. Bigger. Don't get me wrong. Krispy Kreme Froggy Fresh is a motherfucking, he's beast, but like Lil B started this whole kind of subculture in rap. And remember how I was telling you about cloud rap and stuff before on this little subgenre? He kind of started that, pioneered it, I should say.
Okay.
And he was the first rapper to use memes to his advantage to get famous on Thank You Bass God. Lil B's fucking my bitch, just kind of like all that stuff, and he used it to just kind of cement his place in the internet. But based culture was his thing, being based, like based knowledge, being based God, was like really in tune with yourself, being comfortable with who you are, really spirituality kind of side of thing, and based and woke at the kind were kind of intermingled at one point. So when I was coming up, that's what it meant to me. But now it's all racial.
Yeah. I guess.
I just walked in the gas station the other day right after a dude called him the N-word because his fucking license declined.
Really?
Yeah, I go into the gas station.
What gas station?
Granville. It was a Shell. Fucking go in there to get a goddamn drink, and like the guy's like yeah, the dude right before you just called me the N-word because he had an expired license because I had to pull out my license too. And I was like, no fucking shit. That's terrible. But, yeah, I don't know. Just talking about racial stuff. That just it kind of like shocked me to hear something like that. I know it obviously still goes on. But
I was just talking about this the other night.
I wish I would have saw that happen. I would have punched that guy in the fucking face.
It's not gonna end until those old generations die out.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's gonna take us raising our kids, and then
our
even
kids
even our kids' generation is still not gonna be completely gone. I think it's our kids' kids, that generation.
Like
is gonna be where it's like it's not really there anymore.
Like you saying that really just kind of puts it in perspective for me how important our generation of kids is going to be to the earth.
Yeah.
It really just kind of it's crazy because you're right.
It's true.
We are going to have to set the example for how the earth is going to operate after this, after all of the baby boomers die off and after all of the
that's why they need term limits in the house where people can just sit there until they die. Like, don't you realize that there's people sitting in there that lived through like segregation and stuff? Maybe they weren't back with slaves, but they lived through segregation, and that's what mostly you're dealing with the racism aspect of it is the black versus white. So
have you heard about what's going on in the NFL with the coach that's suing the league?
Yeah,
because of the whole Flores. Yeah, Eric Flores. Yeah. For
what again though? What was his reason?
Okay, so he felt like he wasn't getting a fair shot at a coaching job with a couple of teams. Bill Belichick, who's the head coach of the Patriots, texted him and congratulated him on getting a job with a team he hadn't even been interviewed by yet. But they had I'm Brian Flores, not Eric Flores. I'm sorry, correction, Brian Flores. There was another Brian.
His first name.
Yeah, there was another Brian who had gotten the job or had just had an interview and was most likely going to be given the job. So Flores called out Bill Belichick and he said, "Hey, I hadn't even interviewed with the team yet. Where are you hearing this?" And Bill Belichick got his Brians mixed up. So he congratulated the other guy. So this guy goes into the interview knowing they interviewed the other Brian. Basically just gave him the job, and he said it really pissed him off because he realized that was exactly he had that interview because in the NFL you have to have at least,
what is it called?
I can't remember
the Rooney Rule.
Rooney Rule, maybe.
No, that's probably something else.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but essentially you have to interview 3 coaches of color or 3 men of color to be coaches. You don't have to hire them, but you have to interview them. So he felt like his
the Rooney Rule.
Yeah. Yes, right here.
Yeah. One or more. See, I didn't think at least one or more diverse.
Yeah, but so he essentially felt like
he was the
interview
Rooney Rule.
was to be exactly. And
yeah, you gotta interview him.
Yeah, so he's suing the league, but that just goes to show that's the generation that we're talking about. All the owners of the NFL,
right?
All these rich old white guys,
right,
are controlling the league. They blackballed Colin Kaepernick. Whether you like it or not, they did. And I mean, the guy was only 24 fucking years old.
But he was also offered like the dude's fucking nuts too.
Yeah,
I mean, he was offered tryouts and stuff, and he didn't even show up for them.
See, I don't know anything about that. I would have to look more.
He was
into
offered
that.
It was after.
I actually do remember that he did get a couple tryouts.
Yeah, because he was working out and stuff. He was then showing pictures of him working out and all that.
But then maybe it goes deeper than that. Maybe the owners got involved. Maybe the coaches tried to defy against the owners. Wanted to get him on the guy, and the owner shut that shit down. You just never know.
Yeah, I mean, but then what? It doesn't explain him not showing up.
Yeah, see, I didn't know anything about that. I'm not.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate on his part. If that's what
happened,
happened, because it sucks.
What did he say about fucking racism? I can't. Oh, dude, he said something fucking weird. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was now. I don't know. Maybe John can find it. Just fucking Kaepernick on racism or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was really weird. I was like, wow. I think he kind of lost his marbles a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Yeah.
I don't really. I feel like that is really one of the only leagues. Now, granted, all of the leagues in and of themselves, basketball, the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, they're all pretty similarly structured in terms of like. But I'd like to bet that there's more owners in the MLB that are men of color than there are in the NFL. I'd like to bet that there's more diversity amongst the ownership of the MLB, but I could be wrong.
Look that up too, John.
But that's just something you never hear about with those leagues, you know. Basketball is, I don't know.
Oh, see, it's one of those things though. It's hard to like, unless you get a situation like where there's like Bill Belichick fucks up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things that's hard to like, you know, to pin down as like, oh, you're just doing it because you have to interview him.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't, nobody can say for sure.
Exactly. That's why.
Unless there's a situation like this.
That's why a lot of people are saying he's screwed. He's going to be he's going to get blackballed by the league. You know, they're not going to let him coach again after this. And a lot of people are saying basically what you said. There's no way you can prove actual racism when it's just like the team, it's word of mouth. They can say, yeah, we interviewed him. We just didn't feel like he was the right coach for us.
Right. 75% of the league office employees are white.
And
67% of NFL players are African American. 28% of league office employees are women. Huh? Oh, this is from 2012, huh?
This is a bit older, but
no shit. Yeah.
Damn.
75% of head coaches were white. 22% African American. 3% Latino. Who the fuck was that?
Huh. What was that tight end that killed him? Aaron Hernandez.
No, that's head coach.
Oh, head coach. Like players and shit.
No,
you were like, what Latino NFL players?
2%
Like Aaron Hernandez.
Latino. 2% were Latino in the league.
Okay.
So
really, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Man. See, my team's the Steelers. So growing up my whole life, like the head coach that I've been watching the most is a black head coach, and it's Tomlin.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
Yeah, well, we haven't had to live through the Lions' life that I'm repping today.
They had Campbell for a little bit,
except
yeah, he was
he
was the
good.
coach that got him to the wild card. Campbell,
Caldwell,
yeah, Caldwell. You're correct. You were correct.
Yeah, we have Campbell now.
Yes, Caldwell. Yes, you were correct. He got us to that wild card game.
Caldwell.
He got us to that wild card game against Cowboys.
Fucking bullshit ass penalty too.
I was just explaining that to my buddy the other day because he was trying to talk shit about Matthew Stafford, and he said if Matthew Stafford was really that good, he would have gotten the Lions farther. And I'm like, but you have to take into account the front office, right?
Yeah.
He goes, that's bullshit. He had Stafford, he had Johnson, he had so and so, and I'm like, but that doesn't.
When you never had an offensive line.
If you don't have the coach, if you don't have the owners like working hard to get you a competent general manager, front office that are going to get you pieces on your team.
Yeah.
You know, the Lions every single year were a completely almost different team except for three guys.
Yeah.
Johnson retired prematurely. You can blame that on the Lions not doing anything. It sucks. And he was trying to talk all this shit about Stafford, and I started showing him, for example, the officiating. I think that was a big thing too. I think that was a big reason the Lions didn't
win that game.
Or just be as successful as it could have been in general.
Yeah,
I don't think the NFL would profit off the Lions going to the Super Bowl or winning playoff games. I think that does play a big part.
You've had like.
Would you rather have the
Cardinals? Remember when the Cardinals were big and they went into the playoffs? I mean, they had.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Kurt Warner.
True.
Right. That year that they ran it.
Was that when they went against the Steelers and lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner, right? I believe so.
Possibly.
Yeah. And Larry Fitzgerald.
Yep.
Yeah, he never got a Super Bowl ring.
You're right. He hasn't.
Oh.
No. Big Ben retired. You think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame? With all the controversy outside of... He's got 2 rings, 3 appearances. 2 of the rings were in his first 5 years in the league.
It just depends on how... I mean, there's... If they're debating about Stafford right now, as much as I'd say, yeah, because I'm a homer, but, then, yeah, Big Ben's got to get in.
No, for sure. I think so, too.
But then you got to go by stats, too.
Yeah.
I don't know his fucking stats compared to Stafford's.
Do you Do you follow
anybody's.
You follow MLB baseball stats, like Hall of Famers, like the guys that are getting elected in the Hall of Fame, stuff like that?
I mean, I don't follow it.
No.
Like
so this year was Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens' last.
This is their last try.
Last try. Yep. Yeah, and they can't do it anymore. They can't get into the ballot, or they can't get into the Hall of Fame unless
have so many
cycles. Ballot cycles.
Yeah. How much is it?
I think it's like, I want to say 10 cycles.
I don't know.
But my favorite pitcher of all time, he was on the ballot this year. This was his first time on the ballot. And he came short of the 5% mark that you need to stay on the ballot. And he had 2.3%. And I'm pissed off because he's a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. He has 2 no-hitters, and he has 3 rings.
What's his name?
Tim Lincecum with the Giants.
Oh, really?
Big-time Timmy Jim. He can't go into the Hall of Fame anymore.
No?
No. Did you hear that resume that I just said?
Yeah.
And his 2 Cy Youngs were his second and third year in the league.
Yeah, Tim Lincecum. I remember him. He had the
big time
hair.
Timmy. Yeah, and he had the weird windup, bro.
Yep.
He led the league in strikeouts. Like 3 years. He fell off after 2012. He was not that great. This is at bats. I don't know. This is like hits and shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, go to his.
He's a pitcher.
Yeah, go to his stats right there.
Yeah.
His second and third year in the league, he wins the Cy Young. He won his 2 Cy Youngs before Justin Verlander even won his first.
Yeah.
And he came to the league a year after Justin Verlander. Isn't that insane?
Verlander's still playing, right?
Yeah. Or actually, he hasn't played since 2020. He spent a whole year out with a elbow injury.
Oh,
and he's actually doing camps to get signed by a team right now.
He's always had kind of problems with that elbow.
Yeah. No, but yeah, he yeah, he can't be in the Hall of Fame anymore. Which is unfortunate. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite players.
So he never got a chance to be voted on?
This was his first year, I believe, on the ballot, because you have to wait 6 years.
Ballot.
You have to wait 6 years after you're done in the league. He was done in the league in 2016. This was his first year on the ballot.
Oh.
And you have to get at least 5% of the votes to keep hanging on.
Damn, I can't believe he didn't get 5%.
No, he only got 2.3. That is fucking insane to me.
Damn.
3 rings, 2010, 2012, and 2014, when the Giants went on their little fucking insane run in the early 2010s.
But then you look, he's got 110 wins and 89 losses.
If you look at his stats, like before 2011 and after 2011,
right? But it's your whole
insane.
career. To get into a Hall of Fame.
I know. I'm just saying, like, that split is really unfortunate.
Right.
He used to throw 97-mile-an-hour fastball. His changeup stayed at 84 his whole career, right?
Yeah.
But when his fastball started diminishing and it got to 90 miles an hour, dudes were hitting it left and right. His changeup was almost as fast as his fastball. He lost velocity and he couldn't throw a slider in the second half portion of his career.
Yeah,
if you go down a little bit. So yeah, age 23, that's his first season. He went 7-5 with a where's the ERA at? 4 ERA. 24 and 25 was 2 Cy Young award winning seasons.
2.6, 2.4.
Yeah. And then if you look at 2012, 5.18 ERA. He got benched in the playoffs and he was in the bullpen. That was his first year where he just started going off. Yeah, 4.37, 4.74, 4.3.
So he had like 4 good years.
Yes. Yeah, and his velocity fell off and he had some injury issues and he couldn't get the same torque.
See, I don't know.
He's a smaller guy.
Enough. It's not enough.
You don't think so?
No.
I think
4 good years is not enough in the MLB, dude. People
You're
have
right.
long fucking careers.
You're right. But it's a very, very stacked.
It's stacked. Yeah, he got it all, but they also had a stacked ass fucking team too.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, but you got
like how much did he? You're right, because he didn't contribute much to 2012 or 2014. He finished strong in 2010 when he was still in his prime. But you're right. Yeah. So it was mostly the team, not himself. You gotta
have
4-time All-Star. That's not bad.
I mean,
those 4 years he was good.
That's why people are arguing against Stafford, because he's been in the league 13, 14 fucking years.
Yeah.
And he just now won a Super Bowl, and you're gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, he definitely has
with
more.
Him is he has the stats to back it. Like he's the comeback motherfucking king, and he's constantly thrown for so much yardage, and he's had bunk ass teams.
Right. So his stats would come up in the form of like passing yardage, passing touchdowns. It's not going to show up in the form of accolades like Pro Bowlers, rings.
Right.
Because he's only a one-time Pro Bowler. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I know.
I don't like. That's insane to me.
Fucking Mac
but
Jones.
that goes back to
Mac
Detroit.
Jones was a Pro Bowler this year from the Patriots.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Who the fuck is Mac Jones?
Who's their quarterback now?
Oh, I haven't been.
That doesn't correlate, I guess, because that's AFC and NFC.
I thought
but still.
Patriots had a. Oh, is he the guy that they got after Cam Newton when they traded Cam Newton back to the Panthers?
They drafted him.
Okay, gotcha.
Mac Jones.
I'm gonna have to look into
Who?
him. Mac Jones. How many Pro Bowls does Calvin Johnson have?
I don't know. Good question.
Can you look that up?
Pro Bowls for Calvin Johnson.
He's got to have at least 4.
Yeah,
because
well,
I'm kind of starting to wonder if they were just like blue balling those Detroit guys. Because if Calvin Johnson,
he has to have gotten a lot of Pro Bowls.
But that just made me more upset because 6-time
Pro Bowler.
Okay, so that's not bad.
I mean, but how
but
many?
That's not like he could have been a Pro Bowler at least. I don't know. He retired in 2016. It just depends on how many years he had in the league. I thought he had at least like 12.
Is Calvin Johnson a Hall of Famer, right? Yeah. He is in the Hall of Fame. And the guy that threw to him the whole time was Matthew Stafford.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
I mean, like Joe Montana, fucking Jerry Rice, and that was a duo.
Yeah, you're right. And then
I don't know.
Heinz Ward, Ben Roethlisberger to AB for a little bit before he went off the rails.
AB ain't getting in the Hall of Fame.
No. I'm not saying that at all. No, hell.
You see OBJ there, fucking crying at the end there for getting when they won.
Yeah.
Shit.
You think he's gonna go into the Hall of Fame?
No,
I don't think so either.
He's injured all the time.
Yeah,
you gotta be fucking durable. That's the best thing that you could get out of drafting somebody is that they're gonna fucking play.
Durability. Yeah.
Jeez, dude, how many times you draft somebody and they play in the preseason and they're out all year or half a fucking year, and then the next year they're like they start the year strong and they're out again. It's like fuck.
Miguel Cabrera, bro, his last 6-7 years
needs to call it quits.
Dude, he's 13 hits away from 3,000. He already got his 500 home runs.
Well, I mean, I guess he had to work on accolades.
Albert Pujols is 22 home runs away from 700.
That's all these guys are chasing right now is accolades because they're done. They're not. He's not Miguel Cabrera from
2012.
I was just gonna say,
yeah. That
remember
MVP.
Maglio Ordonez too?
Yeah,
Maglio.
Bro. I started. Yeah,
he was. That's when I got really into fucking baseball. Obviously, because the Tigers were good.
Yeah, we watched that
I was
World
into
Series
baseball before that.
Yeah, when he hit that home run against the A's, win the game, send them to the World Series.
Yeah, dude.
He retired in 2011.
I can't believe it.
The last year, a lot of those original Tigers were on the team. Carlos Guillen, Jeremy Bonderman.
Oh man,
Bonderman.
Yeah,
he came back for a little bit.
Inge,
yep, I remember. We got rid of Inge because Miggy got moved over to third.
So much bullshit.
And then do you remember when
he was kind of a dead bat?
Do you remember when Inge, his first game against the Tigers, his first game as an A, he hit a walk-off home run, grand slam, and then his first game against the Tigers, like a week later, hit a grand slam again.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
It was insane. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, he didn't produce much for that bat for us, but he was a damn good defenseman.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you wanted him.
Him and Ramon Santiago and Don Kelly, that's really why we only kept those guys. Good utility guys that were good on the field.
Yeah, Don Kelly.
Think about this.
Fucking dead bat.
Think about this. The 2011-2012 Tigers. They had Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, Rick Porcello, Anibal Sanchez, and Doug Fister.
Yeah.
Between the 5 of those guys, that's 4 championships. That's 4 championships, and I want to say 6 Cy Young awards post Tigers.
Right.
Just Max won 3, Justin won 1, Rick Porcello won 1 when he was with the Red Sox in 2016. Yep. He won a championship. Anibal won a championship with the Washington Nationals a couple years ago. Scherzer won his championship with the
Nationals, right?
I believe he was with the Nationals when they won that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did Scherzer just... Scherzer won his championship when he was with the Dodgers.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
When they just beat Tampa Bay, I want to say. Yes.
All right.
And then Justin Verlander, obviously, with the Astros, won his Cy Young. But just think about that.
Yeah,
we had all those guys.
They're in a fucking stoppage right now.
Yeah, I know.
The MLB.
They just had a fucking 15-minute meeting today.
A 15-minute meeting?
Yep.
That was it?
That was
so
it.
What was that?
Probably not good. I just read a little.
Oh, you just read a little.
I just read a little article on it. They're past the point where catchers and pitchers would have been reporting to duty. So
yeah.
They're getting worried. They're trying to hurry it up.
Yeah, get these.
Did you see that
April is when it kicks off.
Yeah. Did you see that they agreed on universal DHs?
No.
Yeah, DH in the National League now.
Really?
Yeah, no more pitchers who rake.
No shit.
No more Madison Bumgarner home runs. No more fucking.
Huh?
Nope. No more pitchers who rake. Pitchers aren't hitting anymore.
Can you DH your pitcher?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know why the fuck you would. I don't know why you would.
I don't know why you would either. I just get another big bat on the team.
Yeah.
Because now that's another priority.
Well,
we have this DH spot.
It's becoming more common that pitchers can hit now, which to me never really made sense why pitchers can't hit.
Well, it's like that. It's probably all because of that fucking one Dodgers pitcher, right? Isn't that that Chinese guy?
Oh, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he on the Angels?
He's on the Angels.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna change the league for sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna change the game.
He's
of
the one
baseball.
that can fucking hit and pitch and do all of it.
Yeah. The fact that they were even like allowing him or willing to let him do that just says a lot about how good he is as a baseball player. Because if no one's done that since Babe Ruth, like, it's like what Russell Westbrook says with the triple doubles. If everyone says it's so easy, why don't people get triple doubles all the time?
Right.
And people say hitting and pitching are really easy. They must be. But it's like, well, why hasn't anyone done it just up until right now?
Yeah.
It's a crazy talent to have.
Yeah,
the guy throws 99 miles an hour, and he can hit home runs 450 feet. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it.
If you can get in triple doubles, dude, you're fucking working your ass off on that court.
Yeah, but it's Russell Westbrook, and a lot of people say he was like, if you watch that season, it kind of just looks like stat padding and stuff. But I'm a big Russell Westbrook fan. But
I'm sure that goes into it. But especially once you're getting towards a goal.
Yeah,
because he was working on trying to beat Oscar, right?
Yeah, he was. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and not only did he did it for that one season, he did it for 3 or 4 seasons in a row. Did you see
that team was still the biggest waste though with
Paul George, Durant,
Harden,
yeah,
and Westbrook? Like what a waste!
Because they didn't want to pay Harden an extra $1 million.
Really? That's all it was $1 million.
Yeah. Did you see Anthony Davis get injured yesterday?
No, I didn't.
I think he broke his ankle.
Really?
They haven't said anything yet, but people are saying he broke it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't even know the state of the league.
He was saying
Pistons.
You can hear him saying, "I'm done." You can hear Anthony Davis like, "I'm done." Like
really?
On the ground, yeah, you can hear it. Like it sucks. The Pistons are on the come up, though. I'll tell you what. Don't count the Pistons out. I know they suck right now, but they just got Marvin Bagley III, who was the second overall pick in 2018's draft.
Oh,
yeah, and we have Killian Hayes, Isaiah Stewart, and what's his name, Bay, who were the Sadiq Bey, who were the 7th, 16th, and 19th picks in the 2020 draft, and then we got Cade Cunningham, who's the first overall pick. So we have 4 or 5 lottery guys on our team that are all under 23 years old. Why are these people
letting them go?
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't draft them.
So. We drafted all of them except for Bagley.
Oh, the other guys we drafted.
We drafted.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We had the 9th, the 16th, and the 19th pick in the 2020 draft.
Damn.
Yeah, we drafted all those guys. Then we got the first pick in the draft this past year. We got Cade. Now we got Marvin Bagley, who I just want to say, like, huh?
I've heard of him.
Yeah,
his name.
I don't know what's going on with him. Sacramento, Luke Walton just hasn't been utilizing him properly. I honestly think they haven't been He's a power forward, and he doesn't play or look like it. So
I don't. Me at Sacramento, so.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're still around because I thought they were supposed to dissolve into like another team or like out of the city. I read that. This is a while ago that I read this.
Yeah.
But they always kind of talk about that with.
They should move them to
Sacramento.
Seattle. They should bring Seattle Supersonics back. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
talking about that.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Adam Silver said that Seattle gets the first pick if a team wants to expand, if the league wants to expand and enter in a new team, they said that they'll give it to Seattle first. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is pretty
gloomy ass place that we were referencing to earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got a fucking new album?
Yeah, I do. I'm working on a new album right now.
It's not out yet.
No, it'll be out.
Is it the one that I heard?
Yes.
Yeah, that we're talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
And I took your advice and I shortened up a lot of those tracks and it helped out tremendously.
Or you just shortened them?
I shortened up, like, those intros were like a minute long. I'm like, listen to it. I'm like, the drums don't come in until like a minute, 45 seconds. So I cut them down. And a lot of the tracks, like you said, they come in 15 seconds in, 20 seconds in. And then I just put in some like intermissions, took some instruments and kind of stretched them out and built out the tracks after it calms down. So instead of riding up and then peaking and going down, it starts up here and then just works its way down, comes back up, and then works its way down again. Yeah. So it's like more structure to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll be interested to check it out.
For sure.
Because like I said, I mean, when I was listening to it, I mean, it's just whatever you're kind of going for. Mm-hmm. Because if somebody's going for like chill, I just want to chill out and listen to this, or like, whatever they're doing, they want more chill. Mm-hmm. And that's perfectly fine. Yeah. Like, it worked just fine. That's why when you asked me, I was just like, I would just leave it, because if that's the vibe you're going for, it's the vibe you're going for. But people just have such short attention spans.
No, you're right. Like, I had to take that into account.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. And just, that was a really good point that you brought up. People have really short attention spans, and when they're listening to songs, so like for me, I'm thinking to myself, even when I'm trying to structure the album and pick out the tracks that are going to go first to last, a lot of the times I'm thinking, does someone really have the attention span to listen to all these tracks from front to back? Thank you. Yeah. Does someone have the attention span to listen to the first track all the way to the back track? Are they just going to put it on shuffle?
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to capture an aesthetic, and I'm always trying to capture a vibe and a nice sequence, and that really goes into structuring the songs too. When you mix the songs, when you have the structure of the album, you structure the songs in a way that's going to make it lead into the next song nice. But that kind of goes out the window, because it was like, well, what if everyone just shuffles the album? They put the whole thing on shuffle.
Well, you might hear the last track like automatically on shuffle. That's the problem. It's automatically shuffling. Like, it'll go through a playlist or something, and I just kind of want it to go through, and I got to remember to click it to where it goes straight through. It's like Facebook with the most recent and the popular, whatever it is, news, whatever it is. I forget. And it just shows you the top posts, or whatever it's called. Yeah. It automatically puts you on the top, not most recent, to where you're going to actually see it in order of when people post.
Right.
You switch to that, and you'll start seeing posts from people you fucking forgot were on your Facebook. Okay. Holy shit.
I'll have to try that. Yeah, because I know all about the algorithm. So I guarantee, I think we talked about this last time, I think that's why my posts don't do so good on Instagram. I get a lot of views on my story.
Everywhere.
I get a lot of views on my story, but I don't get the views on my posts. And I guarantee you that has to do with algorithm. And then there's, I think I went into it last time. I didn't post for like 2 years, delete all my stuff, start posting again. It really messes with the whole.
Yeah, using stories is good because, you can actually see, like, from your personal page, you can see tangible data of like who actually fucking seen this. Okay, there's 23 or there's 50 or there's however many people actually seen this story. Yeah. To where you can post something and then nothing happened with it, and you don't know if anybody even seen it or not. Yeah. When you have a page, you have all the insights, so you can see like the actual reach and shit.
For sure. I can say from personal experience, just myself and noticing the reactions I get from my stories I post on Instagram, people are more interactive. They're not just skipping through stories on Instagram. People actually are looking at the stories, reading the stories. But music, listen to the music. Yeah. I do the same thing. I notice that people have done that with my stories. Yeah. So it's more interactive than Snapchat is.
The stories is better on Instagram because you can put links.
Yeah. Yep.
To your shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So with this album, I'm actually getting a 3D augmented reality filter done for the album. Johnny, if you actually want to pull up this Instagram page real quick, Let me just find it. This guy does some really cool stuff.
Wow, cool.
So it's tav.the.human.being.
Tav.
And then there's the specific post that he's got.
Still got that same. All right, here we go.
Okay. If you go down and try and find, there's an ASAP Rocky filter. I'll see if I can help you find it.
Is it far down?
It's not too much farther. Right there. That one in the middle. Yes. So I'm getting something just like that done for my album, where I'm going to have the track list on the back. I'll have the picture. I'm going to send him the pictures, and he's going to make me a filter. And I could just pull that up on my Instagram and just pull that filter out anywhere. So I could, I could have my phone and I could just film right in that corner, and my album would be spinning in that corner.
Oh,
right
that's cool.
Yeah. Just some interactive shit.
Yeah. No, I like that. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, how is he making that turn?
Yeah, it's 3D augmented reality.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, even kind of goes with the light almost that was in that room.
Yeah, no, he
really confused me.
Yeah, the reflections on it are all done by him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Tav, the human being.
And then if you go to let me see here. Dream. Let me see. Oh god. Dream GAIA. Dream Jaya, yes. Dream Jaya.
Dream Jaya.
I bought my album cover from Dream Jaya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the artwork?
Yes. So if you scroll down, it might still be on his page if he hasn't deleted it. That one right there on the left, he did for Clams Casino. So some artists have been buying his. So it's pretty cool to say that I got some artwork from the same guy that's been doing artwork for Clams Casino, who's my favorite musician. It's real close.
Oh, we're gonna get flagged for nudity.
Uh-oh. I don't think it's art. It's artwork.
It's art. It's art, people.
I think it's coming up here soon if he didn't delete it.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think he would have. Where is it? I don't know. Maybe just go down like 3 or 4 more rows. Oh, they're right there, right in the middle. Yes, that's it. Yep.
I got more likes and shit than the other one. Of course, it's way farther down, but
yeah. So I was just scrolling through his page and I found that. I messaged him. I was like, I'd like to buy this for my album cover. He told me, sure. He said, pay me when you can. And then I ended up messaging him about a week ago, and I said, I'm ready to buy it. And he said, sorry, I can't sell it to you anymore. I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, I just signed with a new gallery, and they don't want me selling my artwork for cover arts. And I go, well, we kind of agreed on this like a month or so ago. I'm sorry I didn't have the money, but I have the money right now. And he goes, I can't sell it to you. He's like, they don't want me to or whatever. And I kept hounding on him. I said, please just buy it to me. He goes, hey, tell you what, why don't I just sell this to you on the side and we'll call it good. Damn. I was like, thank you. Appreciate it. So, yeah, I got real scared there because I made the whole album after I bought the picture, essentially. Because last time I made the album and I didn't have a picture. So I wanted to have a picture to create the vibe with the music. Mm-hmm. So, I was like, this whole vibe of the album was created around that picture, and he wasn't going to sell it to me. So I kind of freaked out a little bit, but
damn, I
worked it out. So between that and between that augmented reality, that's like $300 investment right there.
Yeah, I think it was $250 for us to have our logo made by somebody overseas for the band. But it turned out fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it did.
It's that little flag by the toilet over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it's worth it to invest the money in something that it's like handmade or just made kind of for you or whatever.
Yeah, I wish more people looked at it like that, because as soon as you make music or you tell people you make music, they kind of tune you out. They don't really take you seriously, and
because there's so many people that do it.
Right, but at the same time, you can't take away the validity of the fact that like some people make really good music, and it's a form of art. It's a form of expression. Just like an artist paints on a canvas. When I'm putting my music out for people to hear, it's like I make the music because it's an art form to me, and I want other people to hear it.
Right.
Just like other people want people to see their artwork. I'm not doing it because I want to be the next DJ Mustard, Clams Casino,
right.
whatever. If that happens, great. If I get put on a playlist and I get hundreds of thousands of views, great. But that's not what I'm going for.
Right.
I just want people to resonate with the music like I've been resonating with music for the past 10 years. I've been listening to instrumentals, and it has helped me tremendously, and I know there's other people out there it can help as well.
You got to post more about it.
Yeah, I do. I'm trying not
You got to do like these like make a beat things, like make a beat. And
live
then,
streams. I've thought about live streaming.
No, not
myself,
live
make a
stream.
beat.
Fuck that. No, you just make your beat, and then you kind of go through and like show how you made it real quick in like 15 to 20 seconds, and then post them as reels.
We've thought about doing that.
You do like, you know, like your individual instruments or something. My buddy Jason Ingersoll, he's a producer as well, and he's been kind of doing that where you like how he made the beat, and then it'll be like he'll show the snare, and then the 808, and then the whatever background stuff, and then the full beat, and then he's also on BeatStars and stuff, so he like has his beats on there where you can buy them, and then he has free ones that go on YouTube. He's got a whole YouTube channel, Exit Door Productions, shout out.
That's it's cool that you mentioned that, because I was actually thinking about bringing this up on the podcast just organically. A lot of producers will do that. Well, they'll make YouTube pages and BeatStars, and they sell their beats like that. What I do is I go on Instagram, or I go on Snapchat, Facebook, whatever, and I find artists, and I go through these artists' page. I go through their likes on their post. Chances are, if they're posting about music, the other people that are liking are also musicians. And I go and I just find all these artists. I listen to all their music. Not all their music, but I listen to the music. If I like them, I send them an email and I say, hey, I like your content. I like what you're doing. And I'll send them an email with like 5 to 10 beats on it. I say, just pick which ones you want, and we'll just go from there. Sometimes they don't buy any beats. Sometimes they buy 3 to 5 beats.
Right.
One week in particular, I had 15 beats in an email that I was going to send out to a bunch of artists. And I had 7 artists that I was going to email that I had gotten all their info. So I put them all in the same email, and I sent all the beats out. And I ended up selling all of those beats between the 7 artists in 48 hours for $40 a beat.
Damn.
Yeah. So I see it as like you could make a BeatStar and you could make a YouTube, and you could try so hard to push your content. You could.
I mean, I could do the YouTube, but you could do BeatStars, and then if somebody buys it, then you're just like, oh shit, all right, well that one's off the market.
True. I just
fuck, you know. I mean, it's just another outlet.
Yeah, I just don't have a problem going to the artist myself.
Right? No, you still do that.
Yeah,
but you just upload your stuff on BeatStars, and then if one happens to sell, you just eliminate it from what you're submitting to artists.
Yeah. I would do that. It's just right now I am kind of caught in the midst of figuring out how I'm going to advertise my food and the music, and not have my page just be a whole shamble of whatever the hell. Because I like to stay organized, and I've had my buddy too, as a professional, say, hey, you know, you should keep your brands kind of separate so you can do stuff like sell beats and promote beats on your page, but it's not gonna turn away all the people who follow you for your food stuff.
Oh, right.
You know, see what I'm saying? Because if I'm posting 3-4 posts a day about beats, music, and some of these people are like, yeah, for sure.
Do one food.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I do need
that's a conundrum that I'm in with my shit too, because I got like the urban exploring and camping stuff.
Right, and then you
like
have your
very different. I mean, it kind of gets combined sometimes. I mean, we spent the whole first part of this talking about band and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes me think, should I just start a different channel? I'm thinking about like when I start up, you know, recording more for like camping and stuff, I'm going to make just a separate channel for that stuff, because not everybody that follows a podcast wants to look at camping videos.
Exactly.
And shit, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe just start something separate. But yeah, I would put my shit on BeatStars. Just
I'll look into it.
Just fucking put it on. It's just
residual income.
It's another source. Yeah, and people, I'm sure they have like one-time use stuff on there where you buy it for use it once.
Oh yeah, I've bought a beat off of. Actually, one of the songs on my album is a collab that I'm doing with a YouTube producer I follow. And I said I really like the song. Let's collab on it, or whatever. So I ended up buying the stems off of his BeatStar. and then I just added some more stuff to it. But you can set different prices. You can set like a $30 price where you just get the MP3. You can set like a $50 price tag where you get the MP3 and the wave. You can You can set like a $100 price tag where you get all the individual stems of the track.
Yeah.
So there's ways to go about it. And I'm thinking about doing that, but I just like interacting with the artist because if it's more of a personal connection.
Do you have any water out there, John? You can run and grab one from out there if you want. I totally forgot about waters. You're like, no, like
Water's
you're
good,
like,
man.
oh yes.
Oh, so speaking of being healthy, I'm thinking about bottling and selling ginger shots. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, little ginger shots, like juicing ginger, buying a bunch of little bottles. Ginger's strong, but
it is.
yes. I got this little juice press at work, right? And I started making myself ginger shots. I give one to my boss, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The next day, bro, I got like 8 people lined up wanting ginger shots. So I'm like, and I got a really good idea from one of my good friends, and she was like, you should bottle and sell ginger shots. She wanted me to fill up a big old bottle of ginger juice and orange juice, honey, whatever. And I was like, yeah, it's really good for you. And then that gave me the idea. I was like, what if I go on Amazon, I buy like 50 2-ounce bottles, I get my juice press, juice a bunch of fucking ginger, oranges, some organic honey, some fucking turmeric, throw a little cayenne in there, mix it all up. Maybe like a little bit of like tonic water or something, not tonic water, but like sparkling water just to kind of thin it out. And so it's not
be able to bottle it because it isn't tonic water, like carbonated.
Tonic water, like I would just.
You can't use anything carbonated.
No.
If you're gonna bottle and sell it.
Well, no, they're just like little screw-on bottles, like this.
Yeah, get it sealed.
Get it sealed.
How you gonna seal it?
Well, like further down the line when I'm looking into like I'm just doing this on the side, like for my coworkers and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you want to start selling it to them? Now.
Yeah, eventually.
They're getting it for free now.
Yeah.
They're gonna buy it.
What do you mean?
They get it for free right now from you at work.
But why the fuck would I keep giving
friends?
it? Well, like I had 8 people lined up for ginger shots the other day.
At work, right?
Yeah. And that I was coworkers. I was using the ginger at work. What if I go buy my own ginger and throughout the summer I bring like 10 ginger shots with me? I'm like, hey, you want one? $2.
To your work.
To my work.
They'd be like, no, bitch. Why you were just making it for us for free?
Well, fucking, that was then. This is now, bitch. Give me my goddamn money. You want a fucking ginger shot? Like, the fuck? You want to feel good all day? Give me my goddamn money. Run me my shit. Like, I'm trying to monetize this shit.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
That's $2.
That's like asking a bitch for nudes for free when she was doing it for free, and then she got OnlyFans. And you're like, but I want the free pictures, so go buy them on my OnlyFans, bitch.
I'll be like, well, I guess I got my old pictures.
I'll just go back to the email. Right.
Same thing.
That's funny.
Different pose.
But but like I guarantee you, like I was even asking around. I was like, hey, if I made ginger shots, would that be something that you was interested in buying? And some people were like, yeah.
Sure.
So, but I think the popularity, like I think people would be clamoring for that. Like, oh, I'm feeling groggy today. I need a ginger shot. Oh, let me go hit Lex up.
Oh,
I'll just be that guy. Like, yeah, here you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
bitches
do
love
anything.
ginger.
You can do anything
you
want to do. I mean, I have a buddy. His name is Odell, and no, Odell Weaver. Shout out
to Odell.
And he just came up with his own like granola bar.
Yeah, you can do
it. But it's called like Odell, yeah.
Odell, yeah.
Yeah, like
hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh,
Odell, yeah.
Oh, Delia. I like that.
Like it's some healthy type of granola bar or something. So
dude, that's cool.
Dude, ginger shots, that's your thing? Fucking do it, man.
Back in 2019, my old sous chef, Peter, shout out to Peter.
Pete.
He is from Africa.
Okay.
And
Peter from Africa.
Peter from Africa. Yes. He's a fucking awesome guy. Really, really smart dude.
Is he black?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not a black name. Peter.
I know. His last name is Micaiah. So that's kind of like it has like that African thing going on there.
He probably. I wonder if there was a name change in there.
Oh, most likely. Peter. I don't know. But shout out to Peter. I miss you, dude.
All right, Peter.
if he's listening, like he's gonna listen to this, like he's gonna listen to this. I'm like, what the hell? I'm gonna send it to him.
Yeah, send it to him.
Yeah, it's like passive aggressive. I'm not gonna respond to him, but I'm just gonna like send him this.
Send it to him.
Yeah. Well, so back in 2019, he created his a hot sauce brand, which he was talking about for years before he did it. Back in like 2015, 16, he was talking like, oh, I'm gonna make my own hot sauce, jerk based. We ends up doing it.
Jerk paste?
Jerk based.
Oh,
jerk based hot sauce and barbecue sauce. It's called Pete's Big Jerk.
What? Fuck.
Pete's Big Jerk. It's barbecue sauce.
Is this like still out there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Look it up, John.
I don't know how. I don't
Big Jerk.
I don't know how big it is to the point where you could find it on here. But he was selling it at a little store in Grand Rapids, and I think he was selling it at
Pete's Big Jerk hot sauce.
Yes, yeah, jerk based hot sauce. So anyway,
jerk based.
Yeah, it's like it's got like the jerk, like the authentic jerk Jamaican rub, but it's implemented into like. Have you ever had jerk before? Like jerk seasoning?
No.
Jerk seasoning is a Jamaican seasoning. It can be like a sauce, like jerk sauce, jerk rub. Like, look it up. That's Texas Pete.
That's Texas Pete.
Pete's. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna find it. Wait. Go down. What is that right there? Click on that middle one. Yes. Click on that right there.
Yes.
That's it. That's Pete's Big Jerk. Yes. Let's go, baby.
Visit.
Yes.
Pete's Big Jerk.
Pete's Big Jerk. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
Go.
Yes.
Damn, look at that. Pete's Big Jerk. Barbecue sauce, spicy, jerk marinade.
Yeah. So I think you should totally look up like a definition of jerk seasoning for us here. But so
based.
In 2019 he hits me up to go to this like expo out in Detroit where there were hundreds of little companies that had booths that were showing off and trying to sell their products to wholesalers. And that was something that I was actually just talking to a coworker of mine about, where he makes this mushroom jerky, and he's got like 3 flavors. I was like, if you branded your jerky just like your friend branded his granola bars, if I brand my ginger shots, you can go to this expo, you can set up a booth, and you can try and sell them to Spartan Foods or to Meijer or to.
Oh, really? No shit.
Yeah, Spartan Foods really liked Pete's sauce, and they actually put him in a couple of stores out in Grand Rapids.
Damn.
Yeah. Yes, Pete's Big Jerk.
It's all about the jerk.
Yeah.
God.
Yes, sir. It's all about the jerk.
Oh.
Yeah. We had a blast selling this stuff, dude. It was fun. Everyone loved it. We had a big old like
that's not bad, you know. I mean, I guess know, because most like, you know, like barbecue sauce or hot sauce or any kind of sauce, it's like a niche thing or anything like that. It's like a high price, $30,
and it's unique
for 3 jars. I mean,
and it's unique because it has a whole different concept to it. Like, where can you get jerk flavored hot sauce or barbecue sauce? You know, it's not something that's very popular.
That too.
Yeah.
I mean,
that being said, the demographic for jerk seasoning is not very. You know, it's very spicy. So, like, if you're gonna put it in a fucking D&W here in Holland, I guarantee you it's not gonna sell very well.
No, people are gonna look at it and be like, "Jerk seasoning? What the fuck is that?"
It's fucking Holland, white people. They're not gonna buy jerk seasoning, which is unfortunate. But no, it's very good. It's very delicious. I've been trying to contact. It's unfortunate because he was my sous chef and I had his number, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him for like 2 years.
Well, here you can order some. Pete's picture.
Send him a contact Pete. Like, dude, please text me back.
Yeah, they know.
What if we contact Pete right now? We're like, yo, we're doing a podcast.
Follow Pete on Facebook.
Follow Pete.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go to his Facebook real quick.
It's right there.
Oh, that's just okay. I was like, why did I think that it was gonna take us to his like personal Facebook or some shit?
Yeah, dude. Well, do you know how to spell his last name? We can probably find him. Sauces from
the
Caribbean.
He doesn't have a
influence. Go back. Caribbean influence of jerk. We could call him.
Yeah, it is.
Call his ass.
Maybe he just doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Call his ass right now, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it.
All right.
Okay.
All
no,
right.
I'll call him right now on the phone.
Yep.
Let me get his number real quick.
616.
Yep.
430-9866.
I have went through like 3 phones since Peter. Okay, I'm gonna put him on speaker.
Yeah. See if he answers.
Hello?
Hey, Pete.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's Alexei.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Good.
Not too bad.
I'm
Not
actually
too bad.
I'm actually on a podcast right now, and we're promoting Pete's Big Jerk. We got it on the screen right now. Yes, sir. We started talking about Pete's Big Jerk, and I told him to look it up on the Google, and sure enough, there he popped up.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was telling him I hadn't talked to you.
Boy.
Yeah, dude. There he is. There he is. We just saw you.
Yeah,
We just saw
there
your
you are.
picture.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw my picture?
Yeah, we've.
On your
I didn't see my
website.
picture.
You got a little
saw it?
picture. You got a picture on Meet Pete on your Pete's Big Jerk website.
I'm like, how the hell you saw my picture?
Yeah, dude. I was just telling him I've been trying to get a hold of you for a while now, and it's been a while since we last talked. So you're like, go ahead and call him.
No, you still my boy. I still got you in mind.
Yes, sir. Yeah, dude. We're gonna have to talk, catch up. I got big things planned, dude. I have a lot of cool ideas.
Oh, I know you always have cool ideas. I always love your ideas. You know how shit went down.
Yes, sir.
We did our big thing on fucking COVID came around.
Yeah, dude. I know. I was just telling him that we went to that expo, and I've been talking to my coworkers. My coworker's doing mushroom jerky. I told him to go and do something like that. I'm thinking about doing ginger shots.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you still at Boatworks?
Yes, sir.
Damn, you're faithful.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You've been there forever. You must.
Yes, sir.
You had to
No.
put him off speaker.
I'm
So
work.
you know all the stations now, right?
Yeah. We're talking about position changes and raises and all that stuff in the next month or so. So hopefully it goes my way.
I know. Take over that shit so I can have my wedding reception over there.
Yes, sir. I got you, big boy. Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you go here. I'm definitely gonna text or call you back here when I'm done with this podcast, and we can talk for real.
Okay, well, catch me tomorrow because I'm like dead tired tonight.
I got you. I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of love, man.
Yes, sir. Hey,
You're always
Pete's.
on my heart. You
Yeah,
really are. You're always on my heart.
Oh, I appreciate you, dude. I love you, dude. I love you to death. Do you have anything you want to say to the audience about Pete's Big Jerk?
Well, what can I say? I mean, you're right next to my corner. We're the only ones bringing all the Caribbean scene right to America, so they just gotta try it.
Yes, sir.
There
You
you
just
go.
gotta
Just
try
gotta
it.
try it.
Where else are you
Yeah.
gonna find Korean-based hot sauce and barbecue sauce and mustard? You're not gonna find it anywhere but Pete's Big Jerk.
Nowhere.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I appreciate you picking up, dude. It's been nice talking to you.
I
I'm gonna talk.
appreciate you too.
Yes, sir.
Always, always.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You have a good night, dude. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
All right,
Pete.
Dude, that's awesome. I love that. Give me, bump me on that.
That was
Yes,
great.
sir. Pete's Big Jerk, everybody.
Pete's Big
Please
Jerk.
go buy some hot sauce so
I'm
I
gonna
can
have
eat.
to go buy some now.
Yes.
Pete's Big Jerk. That's cool.
Dude, he'd been talking about that hot sauce for years. Ever since he started at Freedom Village back in like 2016, he was talking about it. And sure enough, in 2019, he hits me up. He goes, "I'm ready to go.
Damn.
Got it bottled up. Got it all
Packaging.
packaged, licensing, all that stuff." But I'm telling my coworkers, like, hey, you could do the same thing. Like the mushroom jerky guy, Tom. Shout out to Tom. He's got this mushroom jerky where he dries it. He's got 3 flavors. He's got a chili lime one. He's got teriyaki, and he's got like a coconut ginger. And they're fucking amazing. And I'm so blown away by it because I hate mushrooms. I do not like mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom guy.
Yeah.
But I could sit there and eat on that mushroom jerky all day because I know it's mushrooms. It's good for you. I'm like, it tastes good.
I
I told him, I was like, why don't you why don't you come out with a brand? Why don't you come out, like, there's plenty of ways you can go about packaging. The guy that packages Pete's hot sauce packages for 200 companies.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's just making his money packaging up other people's shit.
That guy's that guy's a beast.
Genius.
Yeah, that guy's a beast. I love that Pete was so excited that we were talking about Pete's Big Jerk.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yeah, I hadn't talked to him in a long time.
I can't believe the suspense thing worked out too.
Yeah.
It ended and all of a sudden, hello?
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
That was so fucking
I love that.
Dude. See, this is why I keep doing this podcast. This kind of shit. This is why I keep doing it.
You should totally keep doing it, bro. I love this so much. I can't wait. I can't wait until I start like getting some people that I know on here, like Sticks I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I think Sticks you guys would click like that. Sticks has got some really, really cool stuff to say.
I can't wait until this really starts picking up more steam and more when the people come on, they can get more notice.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Because right now I'm building more. Like my numbers are like doing pretty good since this past weekend. This past weekend, dude, I had like, I don't even know if I told you, John, it was like about 200 some downloads over the whole weekend.
For one podcast?
No, like just
in general.
Multiple.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then there would be more on one and less on other, but it was like people were like going through them and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, the most recent one got a lot too. And I was like, wow. And then it's kind of been consistent downloads each day and like, you know, but yeah, just to get that. I forgot where I was going with that, but
you're getting the growth and the more downloads, people are going to start being more noticed, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, cause it does make it suck where it's like, it's hard to get like a fucking like on a post sometimes. Yeah. And it's like, man, is anybody seeing this? Do you see it? You know, like, are you just seeing it and glossing over it because you're on a I call it auto scrolling, where you're on your Facebook or whatever, you're just scrolling and you don't even realize how long you've been scrolling because you're just going through, like, consuming information. You're not even stopping to like something.
I used to be so judgmental of the reels on Instagram, and because I was like, you can get so caught up in those, and sure enough, I find myself every single day. Now I've been involving myself in the real world now with the music and the food. I'm constantly catching myself watching
TikTok.
reels. Just like TikTok, which is why I didn't have it for the longest, but now I do.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I want to kind of take more of a comedic route on TikTok, though. I definitely think if we got like a little comedic troupe together, which I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to do a lot of stuff this summer. Like I actually want to film. Like I've been watching this basketball page. It's called Ball is Life, where it's these 5 guys. They travel around the world and just do 5-on-5s.
Oh,
and it sounds so awesome, dude. And me and my buddies were like, what if we did something like that? Like we did 3-on-3s and we just went through Michigan, had someone film us, did little like hoop mixtapes, and what if we did like comedic skits, little TikToks, and made a YouTube page where I've always wanted to make a YouTube page, like a comedy skit, ever since I was like in early high school. I wanted to do something that was very similar to what Jackass and Loiter Squad were doing. Loiter Squad was doing skits, but they were also doing some, you know, joking around, doing what Jackass does, and they were also doing pranks. And this was before the YouTube prank scene really took off.
Right.
Like 2014, 15 with Fousey Tube and with Vlad and stuff. So I was kind of ahead of that, but none of my friends could see the vision.
Shit, I got a VHS tape of me and my brother fucking doing Jackass in the front yard.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch the new Jackass?
No, I haven't.
No, I heard it's pretty good.
Dude, I don't watch any movies.
No.
Like, fucking, I don't. I just don't have time.
Don't have the time?
Like, I really want to watch some, but I just never find time to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm always busy with something like this or the kids.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Well, I guess new movies is, that still stands true. But, like, sometimes we'll, like, maybe like once every couple weeks or once a week, we'll get a time where we'll sit down in the living room. We'll all sit there and, like, try to watch a movie. Yeah.
Like, you're not just like, oh, I'm going to sit down and watch No Country for Old Men today kind of thing.
No.
Okay, yeah.
I used to.
You should.
I know it would be nice, but
you just don't have the time. I feel you.
Yeah, this wouldn't be what it is.
It wouldn't exist.
If
I feel that.
If I said, I can just watch this.
And respect to that too, because you got to just keep
hard.
It's hard.
It's hard to do.
It is.
It's draining.
Yeah,
but
that's why we work so hard, is so we can do stuff like that later.
Every morning I wake up sometimes and I'm just like, why the fuck am I doing this? And I'm only saying this because I know other people feel the same way.
Oh yeah,
they're probably overwhelmed with maybe even something they really like doing.
And
it's just like, You just gotta fight through it and then do it. You know, like if I could have somebody handle my social media stuff, that would be fucking great.
Oh, for sure.
But again, it's like, who's going to do that without payment? You got to pay somebody, and then it's like all the extra costs, and then it's like, how much are you costing yourself a month to do something that's basically a hobby?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
exactly.
But it's all what you think it's worth, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Just like what I'm doing with the music. Like, I'm not planning on making any money whatsoever unless I sell merchandise or if I can monetize the beats. Huh?
You sell beats?
I'm talking about like the albums. You know, like
so music's different to me. Music was different to me. Like, I definitely wanted to make some money off of it. I didn't want to like get rich, but I wanted to
enough to pay the bills.
You know, even if it wasn't pay the bills, you know, I wanted to just get to I never did, but I wanted to get to a point where it was like, I can go and play a couple shows on a weekend or something and come back with like a couple $100 at least.
Yeah, for sure.
I couldn't even get that. You know, a lot of local bands don't get shit. Even when they travel, sometimes you're just trying to get gas money.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing like sweatshirts, t-shirts, and CDs.
Merch is the way to go.
Merch is the way to go. Yeah. I was thinking about doing some kind of release party, like on some Kanye shit, really, which, you know, it's funny because...
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, but I feel like the album that I have now, if the tracks were shorter, had better structure, hit a little earlier, I think this would be a good kind of vibe for some kind of like release party thing, or it's like not really a party, it's like of a listening.
I don't know, man. I personally identify with your album, like this one, and like the past one too, as just lo-fi. Mm-hmm. It's lo-fi. I don't know how you would rap. You can rap over it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't. But like, I don't know if it's
some of the tracks I did make originally as beats. Yeah.
I'm not. You can rap over it, but like maybe I don't know about a whole
party, like a listening event kind of. Like, it would just be kind of like, yeah, there's not much going on.
Immediately attracts two different crowds. You know, like you leave it instrumental. Well, then you keep the crowd that would have been into the rap part of it, and also expand to everybody else, like hipsters and shit like that, and all these other people that like lo-fi music. As soon as you enter rap or any lyrics on it, you immediately cut off all that.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's like Clams Casino, the artist that I love the most. He's like my biggest inspiration into making music. He would take all of the beats that he made for other artists and he'd put them on his own instrumental albums. So he'd put out an instrumental album, and all these beats would be the beats that A$AP Rocky or Mac Miller or Schoolboy Q or Lil B used, and he would just compile them on their own. Why don't you
just do a listening party?
What's up?
Why don't you just do a listening party?
That's what I'm thinking.
No, where you just have the music playing and it's just like a get together.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, like just like a little like the vibes would be high, you know, like it would have to. Essentially, like along the lines of what you're saying.
We were talking before. I was going off what we were talking before. You said a bunch of people on stage. And like,
that was with the whole other album with all the other artists.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I got confused.
But now this would just be like instrumental playing. Everyone's smoking, drinking, whatever, chilling, vibe. You know, have like a little light show, some ambience.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. That would be different. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe I'm going for.
You just kind of put the album on repeat.
Yeah, or maybe not repeat, but just like let all the songs play through. It's like a 30-minute experience, listening experience. That's what I would call it, like a listening experience. It's an experience.
I would loop it. People would leave when they go.
Just for sure.
Yeah, you say it's like a half hour, 45-minute listening party, and then if people want to stay, they can. I think
it'd be cool to get a projector and put ambient, what would you call them? Visuals. Up there. Okay. Yeah, just have some ambient visuals going along to the songs. Just something that I've even been considering getting into is photography and videography and getting my own shots for my own music videos.
Yeah, it's a fucking big undertaking.
Yeah, I've been practicing editing I made this little beat page on Instagram where I just edit together these GIFs. And I just kind of make these little mini videos for my beats, just like to practice catching the vibe of the beat and putting the videos together and just kind of visualizing what I would want to do if I had my own camera and could get those shots myself.
Yeah, it'll help. Yeah, that does help. I used to do that too, like when I didn't have shit to record with, you just take stuff and you
and you
put it into your song because you're putting it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or like that's what I was doing. I was putting it on YouTube because it was free.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody wants to just watch a black screen. Exactly. So
some of the Clams Casino music video instrumental music videos are just compilations of different scenes from different movies that the uploader took and just thought, hey, this would make a good music video. And it turns out to be those compilation music videos can be really cool if you have the right instrumental behind it and if you have the right visuals.
Right.
You could create a real
just whatever you
atmosphere.
Do, don't fucking film your video in like 60 frames per second.
No.
Dude, no.
Why is that? You gotta do more or less?
Less. Yeah. 60 frames makes it look too realistic. It's like a soap opera.
Oh, gotcha.
24 frames is like a movie.
Okay.
So there's like you can't tell, like in this setting you would probably tell because you're just staring at somebody move, like talk.
Yeah.
But there's like just a little bit of a delay. Like kind of like almost, but it's in movies. It looks a lot better for like a film.
Yeah, I feel that.
It was hard. Like when I did the abandoned building videos, it was hard to like go back and forth between. A lot of it was just shot in 60 because it was also like found footage type stuff, because you're recording as you're walking through.
Yep. Yeah.
So it was hard to like do all the scenes differently where I'd go switch between 30 and 60, I'd forget or something. And then I'd be like, fuck, I just did that whole walkthrough in 30 frames and now it looks like shit because I was moving.
Right.
And then you have that tracers, ugh.
I know.
But do it in 30 when you're doing like your cut scenes and shit. Yeah.
One of the guys I'm working with has
24.
a steady cam. He just bought. We actually just went out to Grand Rapids like a month or two ago. Like I can't remember the term for it, but the thing you attach to your camera and you walk with it and it just keeps
yeah.
I don't know the proper term for it.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he just bought one of those. So whenever he starts shooting stuff, whenever we start, because we actually just filmed a video out in Grand Rapids like a month ago for my Instagram.
Oh, nice.
I was just making this beat and I had like a vision for it, and I was like, okay, well, this would be a great place for me to start.
Where
I
is it? Is the
it's
video
on my
online?
Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, go to his Instagram. Let's watch it.
Yeah. There's literally no purpose to the video besides I just wanted to get this vision out. I made this beat and I was thinking, okay, this reminds me of Golden Hour, Skyscrapers. I got one of my old coworkers. She's a close friend of mine. Her name's Alexei. I got her to model in the video just because I was like, it had that kind of vibe to me. Like that video, like there's a music video by G-Eazy called Tumblr Girls. And I was just like, oh, have that kind of pretty girl.
Is it that one right there, the first one?
Yeah. Top one right up there. Oh. Yes.
Jesus criminy. Is that your beat?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just a little loud. Just a little bit. So, like, a lot of the shots we couldn't use because they were really shaky, but now that we have that Steadicam, we can get a lot better shots.
Right.
So if you can see how shaky some of these shots are. Like, we had to cut that shot short because towards the end there, it starts to get really shaky.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the shitty thing about this one. They don't have the volume knob on there.
I know. It's all good. But yeah, essentially that's just like my first steps into the videography scene. And I know it's just going to get a lot better. Like, I already have a vision. You know where Mount Pisgah is? Right at the state park. I want to do this video where it's just a track shot up the stairs. And then at some point, it's going to be like a one take, right? You're going up the stairs. It's one take. And then right when you get to the top there, have a cut in there that looks so good where you attach the camera onto a drone and then just send the drone off.
Oh,
so it looks like you're going up.
Camera to the drone.
Yeah, or switch to the drone camera and start recording while you're holding it, and then go up. But the camera quality would have to be very similar to pull it off because you want it to look like you're walking up the stairs, one shot, and then when it gets to the top, it just goes off into the sky.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's something that I'm thinking about. Like, how am I gonna work that into a little video? Like that could be one of those little visuals during the listening experience.
Yeah.
So it's just more about trying to get the visions out there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of visions when I'm like making music, or if I see something, I'm like, that would make a good visual, and I'm really trying to start explore that side of things. Even with fashion, it's almost like when you get into one form of art, you want to get into multiple. I never would have thought that I would want to get into fashion, but I was just thinking the other day, I was like, what if I made a sweatshirt, right? I took a bunch of like underground rap album covers, like Denzel Curry, Young Simi, Suicide Boys, Bones, Xavier Wolf. What if I put them all over a sweatshirt? Call it Established in 2011. I don't know. That's just like the year when that whole SoundCloud era started taking off.
Okay.
And just have that just be like a little clothing line or something. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be something cool.
Odell, granola bars, man. You can do it.
Yeah. No, I've definitely thought about like wanting to design clothing and sell clothing. It's something that I've been looking at, but I don't really have. See, I'm the kind of person.
I'm not a fashionista. I can't.
No, I'm not. I'd have to have a really solid team of people behind me, and that's just really what it comes down to, is having the right people on the team that see that vision. But once you get those people on your team, like I got a couple people in mind, and it really all just comes down to like the right opportunities. And
I mean, I like dressing up and shit. I love it, dude. Like whenever I get a fucking chance to put on like a suit and tie and shit, like I'm fucking all about it.
Oh, for sure.
All about it. I love it.
Yeah.
I go get a haircut and everything. I love it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But
as soon as I
want somebody else to be like, that looks good.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I can't match all that shit up.
Yeah. Clothes are expensive too, man. Like I'm just a cheapskate. I'm a Dutch raised motherfucker, so I'm really cheap when it comes to shit like that. Like I can't just go out and ball at the store, even though sometimes I should. But
I got a overcoat from her dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hell yeah, I don't gotta buy that.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit big.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm like, it's workable. It's workable.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it would look better if it was fitted, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's doable for right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Those fucking overcoats are expensive.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It was like $300.
Yeah, the
$300.
Overcoat piece that's got like the 3 buttons down.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Dude,
I lost mine last winter.
Did you?
I think it was in my SUV back in the day.
Yeah.
No. There's no way. I don't know what happened to that coat, but it's the same thing. Like that big black over. I used to wear my dad's all the time before I had one when I was younger because I fucking loved that thing. And sure enough, my parents noticed and they bought me and my brothers a bunch. And I wore that jacket for like 4 or 5 years. It was my favorite thing. And last thing I remember, some buttons came off, and I was like gonna ask my mom to sew them or just teach me how to sew them. Fucking like learn how to sew. Why the fuck not?
You didn't have home ec class in school?
Huh? I didn't do home ec.
No,
I did
I think it was like just a mandatory thing that we did.
If it was no, I don't think it's mandatory. If
Probably not. I mean, I went to school 8 years before you did. So
right, it was there, but I did the.
Do you have to take home ec, John?
Home ec? It was an elective. I took it actually.
Yeah, it's an elective.
Oh, it was an elective?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah. Give me that home ec. I want to bake some shit.
Yeah, I ended up doing the tech center. I ended up doing culinary at the tech center. So fucking worth it. But some years I couldn't have electives because I had to do that E2020 catch up on my credit shit.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember everybody going to tech center and shit. I was just like not interested in school whatsoever. I'm like, fuck this.
I think that would have been perfect for you then because that was like.
I know it would. Well, you had to like pick something, and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do besides play music.
I don't know if they had anything music related there, but they had a lot of.
No, they didn't.
No.
I was like, I looked into it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's just the tech center stuff wasn't the stuff that I wanted to really do, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now I like woodworking. I like doing all that kinds of shit.
Yeah.
But
like auto body and
fuck cars.
Yeah,
anything to do with cars, fuck it. I don't want to deal with it.
I'd like to know. I like to know how to change my brakes, change my oil, do all the stuff I need to do. But other than that, I'm not about cars.
I mean, I've seen my brakes done enough times now where I know I could do it.
Yeah,
but that's enough for me. enough for me.
Like YouTube, honestly, like
YouTube
when I was
fixed everything in my house with YouTube.
Yeah, first time I did my brakes.
Been able to.
First time I did my brakes on my first car, my dad just pulled out his phone, pulled out a YouTube video, and was just like, "All right, this is how you do it."
Yeah, dude.
And my dad knows how to do it because he's done it so many times in his life, and my uncle
yeah.
Bill actually showed him how to do it back in the day. So you just do it enough times. But that's the thing, though. Like, how many times do you actually need to change your brakes on your car? You know, it's like once or twice a year, maybe once a year.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe once.
I ride my shit down probably.
I do too. That's why I'm saying like once or twice a year. Like
once
I'm
I hear the
terrible with my
squeakers,
brakes.
I'm like, all right,
yeah.
now it's time to get new brakes.
I'm way too aggressive with that shit. Did I tell you guys about my escort business that I want to start?
That's how we started it off. I swear.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that all day at work. It's like the funniest thing to me. And like all these dudes are getting, because like, okay, so yeah, I have epilepsy, so I can't get drafted.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or I'm exempt
where's
from the
that
draft.
flashing lights thing?
Let's not. Play Flashing Lights by Kanye.
Well, I'm gonna eat my tongue now.
So I know that. So many people could correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I heard that if you are the only male of your generation that has the last name, your father's last name, if there's a draft that happens, you're exempt from that draft. Same thing, like if you have epilepsy.
Like an old rule.
Yeah, like the family name could end with you if you went into war or something like that. And I know if you're epileptic, you're also exempt from the draft. Because I've considered signing up for the military myself, but because if you have epilepsy, you can't.
Oh.
So I wanted to be a sniper.
I guess so, because there's gonna be definitely some flashing going on.
Yeah, I wanted to be a sniper back in the day. In hindsight, probably not a good idea because I hate math. I fucking hate math, dude. Like, you know how much math you have to do to be a sniper? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I thought you just looked through a scope.
Yeah, I would like to think it's that easy. Like, you just fucking pop.
You gotta get good at it.
Yeah. Like,
you know.
I would not be one of those guys.
I didn't know about
like,
math though.
Oh, these guys have their
the
pads
trajectory of the of the bullet with the wind speed. Mm-hmm. You gotta take all that into account.
All that stuff.
What arc is it gonna take?
Your reticles. There's math between your reticles. 300 meters, 200. It's like all that shit.
Yeah, there's all. Yeah,
I played enough sniper simulators to figure some of it out, but
that game Sniper too.
Sniper Elite.
Yeah.
The original
pissed me off too.
The original one for PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
That was a badass one.
What do they call it? Ghillie suit?
Ghillie suit, yeah.
Yeah. Well, fucking ghillie suit guy.
Dude, I want to get into like airsofting or paintballing and like fucking completely ball out ghillie suits and everything.
I want to fucking get a ghillie suit and go sit on that fucking on the corner of 16th.
16th and
River. They're across from the Family Dollar.
God damn it, yeah.
But I want to get a ghillie suit. I want to sit in that little
that little bush thing.
Yeah, they got there, and then wait for the fucking guy to come up that says smoke.
With the horns.
Bud? Yeah,
we were just talking about this kid at work.
Just jump out and just be like, "Yo!"
You're talking about that black kid that walks around with the horns, right?
Yeah, Maleficent horns. Or
yes.
We brought him up before.
Did you really? Yeah.
I actually. My daughter was doing a hot cocoa stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? And it was cold as fuck. And we did one, and he and some other chick walked by, and then they bought a fucking hot cocoa.
Nice.
Well, the one did, and then we just gave him Oakland.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about him at work the other day. Like, what's up with those horns? It's like, I'm not going to...
I think it's just part of the gag, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know...
It kind of draws people away, seeing devil horns. I don't know. It
I don't know.
I see a guy or a girl wearing devil horns, and I'm like, okay.
I know the cops don't care. They don't give a shit.
Oh, no. He's just walking around. He's just chilling.
He's got a sign there, got bud.
Oh, I didn't notice
weed.
the sign.
Oh, you didn't see the sign?
No, I didn't notice.
No, he says got weed.
Oh.
Yeah,
what
he's asking for weed.
See, I just saw him walking around with
it's a gag. Like, it's got to be like just a gag.
Because, for sure. If he's holding up a sign.
Yeah.
See, I just see him walking around with his buddies all the time. But right there,
the cops don't care either. They like honked at him the other day.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking well-known thing around here for this got weed sign, Maleficent horns.
That's awesome. Oh yeah. Oh, good for him. Just wait until. I'm not even gonna get into it. There's a Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's a touchy subject. There's a homeless shelter right here downtown Holland.
Yeah.
And like in the summer, see, I'm trying to. So okay, so there is a problem with the homeless shelter being right there downtown, and I'm not saying this as like a fucking white Hollander, like, oh, move them away for the tourists.
Where is it at?
It's right there downtown.
Where downtown?
Like right next to Scrapyard Lofts, like right across the street from the police station and from
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
On
So-
the one way?
Yes. So in the
Okay.
winter, like we would have problems with specific homeless people because they're not all bad. Like obviously they're not all bad, but there's some people there that have some like mental issues.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there was this guy named Antonio who would harass store owners, specifically Orange Leaf was one of them, the place I worked at, the store right next, which just so happened to be my parents for condos. Sit in the store or sit on the back steps, like by the back door inside, blocking it off, just standing in the store. Being nice at first, but the
Yeah.
guy was like super aggressive. I think he was like schizo.
Mm-hmm.
So he had some schizo stuff going on. And he was just really aggressive. And he was a case in particular where he would just go into stores to hang out and not be in the cold. And he'd start threatening store owners, and he's
Right.
sitting there talking to himself, seeming all crazy. And you try and like bring up a conversation, he'd mean mug you. And there was a lot of like really, really like mean homeless people. I'm not even gonna say like nasty because that would just be like a weird term to say, but like their attitudes were really nasty. There's some like really nice homeless people out there, and I've helped a bunch. I've given out money. I've given out free drinks. I've even given out free frozen yogurt. I'm not even like, if my boss hears this, I don't give a fuck. I've given out frozen yogurt to so many like homeless people.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't know who you're dealing with half the time.
No.
And a lot of these people that
No,
go to
you
that
don't.
shelter in specific are
Problems.
Yeah, they can cause problems. I've heard of multiple instances with like people getting harassed, and it's not even like they feel like they're getting harassed.
Yeah.
They straight are.
Well,
And-
didn't you see that one dude that was like going around threatening people at like Sam's Club and another? He ended up. Well, the other one will be out by now. So I had Jimmy on, Jimmy Sook he's the manager
Yeah.
of
Popeyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had him
Oh
on.
no shit.
Yeah, he was just here, so this will be out when this comes out. But
Funny thing.
he ended up that dude ended up going there to their Popeyes
Mm-hmm.
and harassing them, and then the cops basically said that he went in there and he like destroyed their bathroom is what it was. Like he heard this banging around going on, then he was starting to ask him if he's okay, and then he's like, "What'd you say?" And he kept like doing that shit like he's gonna fight.
Yeah.
Cops basically just said it seems to them that he was just looking for a room for the night, so he was trying to get booked, he was trying to get arrested,
Oh my god.
so that way you'd have, because
Yeah,
it was
like that's the kind of
it was gonna be
mentality that-
really cold that night.
Yeah.
It was what the cop, it just so happened to be really cold that night, so he wanted a
Yeah.
fucking room for the night somewhere, get some food,
Yeah.
warmth.
See, that's the mentality, just cause a ruckus to go to jail so I have a room to stay.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
problem.
I actually was
Big
talking
problem.
I was trying to talk to Jimmy about getting my second job over at Popeyes.
Oh yeah,
And he told me to apply, but like all these fucking sites that I was using to apply are these sites that send you 80 applications because, I'm not looking for a job. I'm looking for a side job. So I
Yeah.
message him. I say, hey, I want to work at Popeyes in the afternoon, like that thing I was talking to you about earlier.
Yeah.
4 or 5 nights a week, 5-6 hours.
yeah.
He doesn't get back to me. I was like, okay, whatever. I should try and get back with him. But
Probably
he messages me.
busy dude.
He messaged me like 5 days ago and asked if we were hiring at Boatworks because he needs some part-time over there.
He needs some.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, bro, like this chicken restaurant just opened up. I thought like you'd be super busy. They haven't even opened up the dining for the inside or the website as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
like,
the
a couple weeks
dining's
ago.
inside. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, oh, it's only gonna get busier, but apparently, like the business dropped right off, like after the initial opening. I'm sure they still have business, obviously, but like I heard.
No, he was explaining it. He said he still sees the numbers every day, and it's just the fact that they've opened up dine-in that it seems like it's not as busy. But
they did open the dine-in.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
So they're still pulling the same numbers.
Yeah, okay,
as they were, according to him.
Yeah.
So
well, Jimmy, if you're hearing this, get back with me. And if you're also hearing this, I probably have already messaged you by the time this comes out. So
damn,
I'm gonna message him again.
So get back to me if you haven't messaged back.
I make a mean orange chicken sandwich. Let me tell you what.
Damn.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Right, dude.
What's up?
I think this was fun. I think we should end this.
Let's do it.
It's been about 2 hours. People are gonna get bored.
Yeah.
Talking about attention spans.
Yeah, our last one was what, 3.5?
No, I think it was 2.5.
Was it?
Yeah. I think it was 2.5. I try to keep it around 2.5.
That's a good length.
Yeah.
Man, time goes fucking by.
Doesn't it?
Holy shit.
Well, dude, you're
it's
local. We should just do this more.
Yeah, dude, I'm totally down. You were talking about renting out, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? Because I was like.
Oh, we'll just talk about it afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right. So you got your album. When you have like a date for that to come out? Yeah.
So the album's called Between Worlds. It's gonna come out anywhere between April 15th and April 30th.
Okay.
That's what I'm shooting for. Second half of April. It's gonna be on YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, SoundCloud.
Anywhere you want to get your music.
Yeah, anywhere you want to get it. It's gonna
all
be
major platforms.
Yeah, there'll be an Instagram filter I'm gonna use with it. Just try and get that out there. Probably do some merch with it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Lex the Chef on Instagram.
Yep.
Go check out his fucking cool ass shit.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the time.
Awesome dishes.
I love doing this.
Yeah, dude, this is fun. Yeah, Benno. That's who I need to hit up.
Sticks. His name is Mick. Yeah.
So
he's a cool guy.
All right, dude.
Cool. I appreciate it, dude.
Oh, we talked about Kid Kava last time too.
We did, yeah. I want to get him on there because he's the one that I was talking about that does the filming.
Dude, I forget
he
a lot of
filmed my
shit,
video.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't mind messages.
Yeah. I'll tell him to hit you up.
All right, dude.
Cool.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Thank you, Bing.
Dropping pills. Is that our future? Is that where we're slowly getting to? Like the brains just can keep. Those are rams, right? I thought they had horns.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.